We're recording. We're recording, and they're standing. Look at us. We're like the Avengers.
Fuck them. They're making coffee. They don't want to play D&D with me.
Does she know that we're after?
They don't want to play my D&D because
No,
I want to play. Let's play Gang Beasts.
It's a great intro, you guys.
Welcome back to
Where we last left off.
This is a
16 of Act 2.
Yeah, do a recap.
Recap.
Don't ignore me.
I'm counting my D6 for all the possible bullshit that
Do you have enough D6s? Or do you have D6 now?
This isn't even the maximum that I would need for some of the bullshit.
Maximum effort.
So, ladies and gentlemen, last we played, you had all tracked down the terrible man known as the Tongue Eater, who had Alex's mother's soul in this big bad machine that was feeding his canoliths, which he had a good couple of, which are pretty dangerous creatures. But they all died in the explosion because Alex very violently and horrifically decapitated him and destroyed his machinery for no reason, which blew up the whole place, freeing his mother's soul, killing many of the canoliths except two, which one has imprinted itself onto Mav. Which I guess technically I should have made you roll animal handling, but they're not animals, so I don't know. You're technically a devil.
Friends.
Yeah, so they're.
Do you want a straw?
Sure.
They're illegal.
Also, you guys got a couple of items, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have some items to give everybody. But
I got one.
after
Did you already give me the?
Excuse me?
I'm about to because I wasn't sure if you guys were actually gonna like investigate them and figure it out, or also I forgot. So
No, you're fine.
After freeing Headhunter's mother's soul, but you refused to see her, or rather allow her to see you, which is probably for the best.
For her soul.
You look like a crispy, bloody mess right now.
I'm pretty sure I had a head in my hand.
You definitely had a head in your hand who didn't have eyes because you took them out. And during the fight, Mav was able to settle a score with Vormoon, a nasty little Mezoloth who was trying to escape you.
Is that a slur?
He is a Mezoloth, and he was nasty and kind of on the
like
smaller side. So, he did not escape, as you basically rocketed towards him because Mr. Marbles threw you through like the destroyed machine to beat his ass. And you, I believe, stomped his face in and got a new weapon known as the Acid Biter, which is that in your
It is.
in your equipment? Good.
Do I know a certain word?
It is whatever word you choose.
Sick.
Moist.
Okay.
Don't tempt me.
You can do whatever you want in this world.
Astride, you now have because you took the tongue from the Tongue Eater. You know, have that in your inventory. It's a long, silver, like reptilian tongue, so forked at the end, but like thicker than a snake's. So like if you know people when they get their tongues forked, it's like that, but like longer.
I'm gonna unequip it though, because I didn't do anything with it.
I didn't equip it. Oh, I'm sorry. You already had it. I removed one.
It's in your mouth now. You have no choice.
You broke my
however,
character. You broke my character.
Oh no!
I accidentally added it again because I didn't know you already had it. We must have already given it to you. You guys removed the teeth from the butcher, who you had brought the Tongue Eater's head back to. When you brought the head back to him, he cut open its head with a very special knife, which I'm going to give Alex, and began to eat his brain in front of you. The minute you knew that the deal was done, you did hold person on him, and then asked politely for Mr. Marbles to remove his teeth, which Mr. Marbles, to the best of his ability, did so.
He did.
But, you know.
I'm just going to remove the Warhammer as well.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, they're gone, aren't they?
Yep.
For better or for worse.
Alex, you got that, and...
Just give him
Ooh, let me check it out. Before I scream and shout.
and let it all out.
Fuck. So, you collected a special knife from...
I don't see it.
The Tongue Eater, which I'm about to give, and a special knife from the dwarf who ate the brain. That's the autopsy blade.
Oh.
Let me see if I have the other dagger. Here it is. Nope, I don't want to edit it. God damn you. Sorry, guys. So, after doing that and collecting all those things, I believe, did you guys return to Arthur?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You returned to Arthur and...
We had to talk about Alex because Alex wasn't originally part of the deal. Or
Yes.
He needs to come in.
Yes.
With us.
So he allowed you to bring him in with, by trading in, like, the rest of the,
Yeah, you can have
townspeople.
him.
mortals, which you guys really don't give a shit about.
Nope.
And there you go.
Esther
So you...
and Mav had questions, and I think your question got answered, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys had questions.
So, backstab dagger, autopsy blade. Those are the two knives that you got. You guys, you each have, like, all of his teeth that Mr. Marbles brought out. Neither of you get the item until one of you collects all of the teeth, and then you analyze them and figure out what they do. Technically, there's like a spell. There's like a spell that's called like Identify or something
Yeah.
that you can figure out exactly what an item does.
Can't you just put it in your mouth and find out
You
that?
can also do that. I mean, he also shouldn't know what these weapons do that I'm giving him because they're magic, and technically they're not going to work with him anyway because he's magic, or he's not magic.
Do you want to give them to...
Radioactive.
I always default to saying Vonda. Is that whining?
The teeth?
See, let him inspect them.
Oh, yeah, sure.
This sounds up your alley. I might have to give that to you.
I mean, the teeth and the tongue is in the same. I'm saying technically there's a spell that you can use to identify all magic
that is
items.
pretty-
The teeth aren't special or different
Does it
from
interest
all.
you?
The teeth are special, but they're
You
not
don't
different
want it.
from all the other magic
I do,
items that
yeah.
you've received. I homebrew it and I just tell
You
you
don't
what the
want it
fuck they
'cause it's
do
not
because
good?
I don't have time for that shit.
No, because I
What
got
do they
another
look like?
dagger.
Like if you put them...
So they are all almost uniform, but they are just fucking razor sharp, like fat little teeth.
Like out of game, I think they're awesome, but you're like a knowledge person, so you gain knowledge essentially from
From using them?
from eating people's
You don't.
brains.
Here, hold on. If do any one of you give the teeth to the other one?
That depends. Do you want them?
I'll take them just to
Okay.
Okay,
progress
so
this. Since you got the tongue.
so here's what I'm gonna.
After reading the tongue, I like the tongue, so.
Okay, let me give these to you. They might be more gruesome than Esther is willing to do, but
If they are, then I'll take them.
Yeah.
they might not be. I don't know how evil you want to go.
WWED.
Whoa, that did not
what
spell
would Esther
teeth.
do? But it starts with an O, doesn't it? WWOD.
Woad.
Woad.
Are they in your inventory?
I'm looking. I'll find it. It's not refreshed.
You should refresh.
There you go. I put them in there. Do you still have the wand of the petrifying eye in there?
Yes, of course.
You just collect shit, don't you?
I think we all our inventories are
You
like
also don't have to attune to that. You also don't have to attune to the tongue because they attach to your body. But
Boy,
you,
howdy.
yeah, but you will have to, in order to use the teeth. Now that you have all the teeth, in order to use the teeth, you will have to rip out your own teeth and put them in. Same with the tongue. You will have to rip out your own tongue and
It's gonna
replace it
happen.
with that.
You've done it before.
Yeah, you're just fucking nuts. You don't care.
Is that what I did when I can't remember? I thought
When
I
you
just
made the liquor, you ripped out your own tongue.
Okay.
You reached in and cut it out with a dagger. And
Do you have a tongue currently?
It
Yes.
grows back.
Oh, okay.
Or did I put something else on there?
She's a fucking warlock. No, you have a tongue.
Yeah, did I put someone else's or did it just grow back after?
Like
I
a
can't
wizard.
I don't remember what I did.
I don't remember. I can't remember.
That might have been an oopsie.
We'd have to go back and. Or I mean, it's after a long rest. I think you grow it back. Right?
That is kind of
think
gruesome.
What?
It's just the item. I'm reading the
Yeah.
stuff about it.
So it's like I said, I think it's a little harsher than what you're used to as a character. But you know what I mean.
He might even be into it.
It wouldn't work for him.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As you hold the knives,
Gotcha.
the
You
runes
said
fade, and the autopsy blade does not work properly. None of those magic items work for you.
Oh, both. Either it doesn't.
The
Okay.
daggers are useless to you. They're still knives. You can still like throw them into people's eyes and shit, but they're not magic. They lose all their magic. So it's up to you if you want to sell them, if you want to melt them down.
No,
if you
I
want
think they'll have better use for them.
you want to give them to somebody else.
Yeah. I could give 1 and 1. I feel like the autopsy blade is kind of geared towards you. Backstab dagger actually might be geared more towards you. I could give that to you.
Is it magic based?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to use.
Yeah, you can use it.
I
The
can.
only reason he can't use magic shit, and again, this is homebrew. This isn't normal.
Because he hates magic.
Is because
No.
he has an intense amount of radiation pumping through his body, and in my world, radiation is the death of magic. Radiation destroys it. So I'm gonna put the backstab dagger into your.
Well, we got to
in this
discuss in characters before I just hand it over.
Okay, go ahead and discuss in character. Allow me to remove it.
I think we're in the middle of a meeting with big demons.
Yeah, well-
right
well-
now.
Okay. Like, you know what? Let's
do
that first, and then you
Keep
guys can,
grinding to a halt or
and then-
looking through our bags.
and-
Excuse me, sir.
Can you do this somewhere else? So let's do Arthur first then, and we'll get to all the and you guys can have Christmas. So Arthur is indeed sitting there, and I believe the last thing you said is you had a question.
Mm-hmm. I guess just go straight to the point. Do you know anything about my father?
Yes. A great deal, actually. And I will tell you. If you have questions, I will give you information as soon as I am in Valinor, in the position that I wish to be.
I accept.
Very well. And of course, if you have something to offer for the information, more mortals would be great.
There's a lot of them there.
Good. Good. Now then, to allow this extra party member to stay within my home, and for you to open your portal, I will take the rest of the mortals when it is convenient for you to do so. If you're opening a portal, I assume you can give them to me post-haste.
Can you accept them on the other side? We can get them either way.
I can accept them when we are safely in Valinor as well, if that's easier.
It might be easier.
I can portal us to the mortal plane at a place that is safe for all of us. Well, I'm not really sure. We're going to be safe either way, but it's going to be in one of our properties when we get there. And from there, we have a portal directly into Valinor that we can get ready to go immediately. If you wanted to take the commodities from us, from my property, you can bring it right back here. And then we could go to Valinor together if you prefer that.
So you are to open a portal to your
Keep,
keep.
which is currently in the Black Woods outside of Valinor.
I see. And through the portal we can simply bring the mortals here. I have no need to go through the portal just yet, until you are ready to go to Valinor and bring me with you. I would rather be brought to Valinor directly than to be brought to a secondary location and travel.
Can we do that? Is that going to take... Because won't you have to rest?
Can we get them back out of the portal to the keep?
That's a lot of portal opening.
You can do a spell. This isn't your ring.
No,
you can
I know
do
that.
a spell to open up the door that leads to the keep. You can bring them all out.
Exactly.
Yep.
Okay.
And then just close it. All right, we'll see you later. And then when you plane shift, what he wants is to be plane shifted to Valinor. So you have
Okay.
to plane shift all of you guys to Valinor, and that's what he wants because that's more secure and direct.
I mean, to that extent, I know I'm tapped out for ring
Right now
uses
you
and
are,
everything,
yeah.
but can our ring portal, can that go between planes?
What do you mean?
Because we have a portal, we have a symbol in Winan's shop. I could do the symbol right here in Arthur's if we wanted to.
That's not going to work. I see what you mean. So that's first for teleportation. No, the teleportation has to be on the same plane.
If he needs us to plane shift, we can do that. It's just
He's gonna, after you guys are all said and done and you rest, you use your ring, do whatever. He's in no rush. It doesn't care if it takes him a week or 3 weeks to get there. He knows that you're gonna do it because you made a deal. You have to.
Yeah.
It's whenever you guys plane shift out of hell, you bring him with you and you go straight to Valinor. That's the idea. So if you have no other need to plane shift out of here, finish your business in hell, and then once you're finished, make sure that you have the charges, long rest, whatever, and then bring
Okay.
So everything else is just sort of whatever, however you want to do it. It's your time. So
Well, then I guess the only question is like, is there a place that's permissible or safe to rest in hell?
For you, for mortals, there may be. But if you can open a portal to your domicile, why not just stay there?
that's
What?
the original purpose of that spell, by the way, is to have a safe place to rest, wherever you are.
Correct. It's just getting back here. I don't know how long the
It
portal
stays open for 24 hours.
24 hours. Okay.
Yeah. So as soon as you hit it, rest is only 8.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you do
we're
your
fine.
one
We're golden then. I thought
You're
we were
good.
just going to have to play time.
No,
keeping.
I'm not gonna make it fuck that. No.
Gotcha. I was literally going to say in game, it depends on how much the meta god watching over this game screws us over. What am I about to say?
No, I'm not gonna make you fucking yeah.
And I want to. I mean, I guess I'll explain that to him, and then if we can, open the portal right here to the Dust Keep.
Okay.
I would. Yes.
Black market king, sir. And Mav starts getting all fussy. I have a question. If I can offer something, anything to you in return, but I have something that needs an answer. If you'd be willing to provide it, if you know it, good, kind sir.
Ask the question, and I will decide the price upon its answer.
I was recently told that Calcina is in an old fortress, but not which one. Which one?
Calcina is very well protected. That information I gave you for free. But if you want to know where she resides, that would cost quite a bit. It would cost me quite a bit because I do not have her location as of now. I could get it with ease, but it would cause undue stress upon me. However, if you have acted against her in some way, then do know that she will most likely come to you. Now, if you still wish the information of where she resides, bring me something or many somethings worthwhile, because this may put me in danger, not of her, but of whom she knows.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
On the subject, speaking of well-connected individuals, I am the one that made the deal with the Underboss that you seek, originally. And it was for mere paltry things, not quite to escape the predicament that you put her in. I do not have the power to do that. However, it turns out that the one you are looking for, and I give this information freely, as we are now
Partners.
allies.
Friends.
Does he say that? Do you smile or is it just friends? Or do you like,
Smile.
It almost,
It's
he's
like
almost,
an uncomfortable.
no, he's almost unsettled by it. Like,
No.
She is well connected. How high her reach goes, I am not quite clear, but I believe she is not too far removed from Dispater himself. Now, that is not to say
Do I know who that is?
He's the big
It's
guy.
the
The
town
Underboss
named
is?
after.
the Underboss is somehow,
Sorry.
in
Sorry.
some way, her influence reaches pretty high.
That's
Doesn't mean it's Dissipator that she knows personally, because not a lot of people do. But like, if she knows any of his like direct underlings, like that's a big.
The
fucking
person
deal.
she worked with is closely related.
whoever
so.
she knows,
Yeah.
whoever she has can
It's
pull
like a
strings
brother
with,
of his.
is something. Yeah, somebody high up, but
again, this city, it is hard to always gain secrets, especially the closer to Dispater you get. The darker things get, the more muddled the information. Why, just trying to find that out caused 3 different fiends to commit suicide. So you understand that it's been difficult to get the information. But
Wait, what?
to get the information
For her.
that the Underboss is indeed that well connected, caused 3 different fiends to self-destruct. So when you go after her, just be mindful. And being that she is... And you guys remember where she's hiding? The building that I gave you?
Yeah, I wrote it down.
It's called the Twisting Blade.
And I know where it is. Yes.
Being that she is in the Twisting Blade is evidence enough. Not many people can get sanctuary in that place without pretty big pool.
I think it's a little odd, and I don't mean this in any kind of insulting way, but if she has such big connections, like she came to you, I don't know you personally. I don't know how big of a connection you might be, like with us speaking to you, if this is like a very rare commodity. But if she has connections that go bigger than you, I'm just questioning.
Why not just go straight to our
Yeah,
usual
why not just go
source?
straight there?
I was
you-
like,
As you may well know, Mav, everything in Dis costs. It costs you. Every bit that we have had, every discussion, it has cost you and myself information or commodities. It's no different for her. No one does anything for free in Dis. So she may know these people, but in order to get what she needed, I don't know what it cost her. In order to find sanctuary in the Twisting Blade, which is well protected, I don't know what it cost her. She came to me because she believed that the cost would be less. But
Gotcha.
I found her to be unpalpable and unpleasant.
So you're Amazon and they're Walmart.
Fuck wolf.
We'll start chanting it.
Now then, go open your portal in the waiting room. Karen will oversee it.
As it opens behind me. No.
Turn it off. Go open the portal in the waiting room. If you will have difficulty doing it in my office.
Okay.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Just like scoots out.
Or just walking
He
normally.
just stares at you with like behind his anime glasses, and you're not sure
Yeah.
what's going on.
Okay.
And
So you guys ready to go back to the
doors-
keep?
The
Yeah.
door's shut behind you.
Out of keen question, is the maximum 20 for any skill or whatever stat? Do you know?
Normally.
Legally, yes.
Legally, homebrew items or some actual in-game items will raise that. A magic item.
Berserkers
Yeah,
can go up to I think 25 for strength and con.
I had to just
like
override
like
it.
without anything.
Just normally, which is
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
I think
That's-
at level 20 though, but still,
I
that's
think you're like as strong as a dragon at that point. Then you're like, oh, like wrestle them, they get bad.
Oh.
But with magic items, it gets bigger. So some of these magic items will push your maximum, so that when you reach that maximum, it doesn't nullify it.
and different status effects too. Like
We're gonna have to figure out my
potions
thing.
Why?
Because the tongue would put me at 21, but it maxes at 20. So I just overrode
Yeah.
it to 21, but that's not coming into
Doesn't the
my
tongue?
other
Doesn't the
stats.
tongue say?
it's by 2, so it might not give you a plus like another point until you do the next like the 22.
The tongue should say it
okay,
though.
okay.
Yeah. You also have to. It's not gonna make it the maximum. It just allows it to be the maximum. So like if you're level 1 and I give you an item that says your charisma
No,
can now
it
go to a
did.
maximum of
That's what
22.
I'm saying. It did. I was at 19.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now I'm at 21, but it wouldn't. When I manually tried to, put that into your item, it wasn't going above the maximum.
Well, we can
Yeah.
figure it
You
out.
gotta be good.
You gotta be better. Yeah, you suck.
I think if you had one more point,
It would affect
yes,
us?
yeah.
Okay.
You might need to level up or whatever.
Or
Alright.
something else that affects it.
So we're leveling? No.
No.
Does Karen say anything as I open the void?
You
She
should
just wants
ask,
to be looking right at her.
ask her for another cup of coffee before you go for the road.
What are you doing?
Going home. Do you want to see my castle?
No.
Are you sure?
Are you trying to bang?
No.
He gets a lot of women by that
You
line.
simply ask.
I just go back through.
The portal opens.
What about me?
Yeah. What about?
It's literally a doorway. Oh wait, you're not there. Oh shit.
They've been taking a really long time. It's been
So
like
they
6
just-
hours.
So they just come out. Oh wait, you're all the way up by the elevator.
Never mind.
You are brought down. No, you're
Okay.
allowed. You are brought down
By
With
whom?
the dogs and Mr. Marbles.
by
right?
one of the staff in the whorehouse. While you were waiting up there, you were being touched and groped by succubi and incubi.
Very nice.
But you can't tell the difference.
No, you can tell the difference between succubi and incubi because they wear very tight clothing.
Okay.
So you're like, no, please stop. And then,
Oh, very. I
But
see.
they eventually get you in this elevator, and then you completely forget how you get there. But you're in the waiting room looking at your party
Oh well, hi then.
with a tall. It's kind of like Amazonian build, like warrior woman fiend who is wearing like intricate armor and has a large shield on her arm.
She's
and a
very strong. and
Well,
fucking
who's
big.
this lovely woman?
Her name's Karen.
Nice to meet you.
Shut your mouth.
Does she smile a little bit?
No.
Is that there?
That's a yes. That's a yes.
Absolutely,
He's
not.
in.
I'm in.
Leave.
Does he have the puppies? Do you have the puppies?
I thought I gave him
Mr.
to
Marbles is with her, right?
I guess
Mr. Marbles.
I guess Mr. Marbles
and the puppies. He's holding the
is
puppies.
also there, and I guess Mr. Marbles is holding the puppies one in each arm with their massive tongues. The canoliths.
What Karen is dealing with, just this group of assholes with now a siege creature coming through the elevator.
But possibly a new love interest. This is exciting.
How big is the elevator? All right.
Big enough.
Big enough for the boss, I'm sure.
So you open the portal and you go into the fucking thing.
Ah,
Matt,
we're out of hell.
describe.
Yeah. What do I? So what do I step
Yeah,
into?
describe
Are we just
to Matt.
higher up?
No, I never brought the castle all the way over.
Really?
Yeah, no. I was gonna make a portal, but then
Wait,
this one.
we're back in.
we're back in the mortal plane.
I thought the
you're
castle
in-
was out front of the shit stomper
Yeah,
bar.
the
No,
bar.
the
No.
portal to it was out. He never brought it. You are technically you are back in the material plane technically, but you cannot like leave the grounds
Ugh.
of the castle. Yeah. So
Why?
beyond the castle is almost like a shimmering kind of.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What happens if I go through
Because otherwise that's a really cheap plane shift for you to just do. But
Oh.
you can't leave. You'd have to if you're there. You could be like plane shift, and then you're good.
Gotcha.
But you
or
can't
bring the
it?
castle spell.
Technicalities.
or bring the castle to hell. But then you'd have to plane shift anyway to get back out.
So are we at
Gotcha.
the castle?
We're at the
You are at
castle.
the castle.
What do I see?
What is she? Yeah. What is Matt seeing?
A castle.
Describe.
No, it's like a big gothy Disney castle. That's
That's a
kind
good
of
way of putting it.
massive, and we were in it's not really a swamp area, but there was, think of like
Spooky
Avatar,
forest.
it's a huge forest, but we corrupted it.
It's evil.
So it's the
corrupt.
opposite of that, and you can probably
Opposite of
see
Avatar.
the great tree from here.
far off, kind of, because there's a clearing that the castle made because it destroyed everything.
Yeah.
And as some of the trees had fallen and pushed on each other, you can see over the canopy. There's a massive tree off in the distance.
Is there a bunch of gnome bones?
You probably there are gnome corpses.
We can't leave this area.
Yeah, there's probably a few gnome corpses, but
Why?
you have heard that that's one of the world trees. Not
Or
sure
do you
which
have-
one, but you've
have
heard
to wait
about
like
them and they're
another hour?
fucking legendary.
I think because he sent us here, we didn't use a spell to get
It's
here.
like a pocket dimension.
I don't like this. I feel sick.
It's kind of like the inside of one of my soul boxes, but my castle.
Do y'all have anybody who works in the castle? Do I see people walking the grounds?
Yeah, roll Constitution saving throw. And
Yeah,
if
this
you
is like
roll-
an elevator times 10.
Listen to me. It's DC 20. You have to beat a 20.
So that's a nat 1.
He dies.
Plus what, like 6?
11 for const, right?
Yeah, Constitution should
Yeah.
be plus 11.
Yeah, that's
For
my
Oh, it's a
saving
saving throw, right? Yeah. So you go,
I could re-roll it, but I
you
don't
go
want
through
to.
the portal and just and just puke all over the
Straight
floor.
up.
We have souls that were taken by the Dustkeep working inside, yes.
So there's not anyone living. There's just ghosts.
We have a few
Librarians.
researchers in the library. Yeah, they're alive.
Okay.
Oh, Mav, I have to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to you.
You know about that contract thing we have?
Yes.
Does this pique your interest? And I show you the backstab dagger. It has a bunch of
I was
runes in
wondering
the
when this would
in the
come.
handle.
Sort of a straight blade, one-sided blade, who comes to a nice point.
I'm
Almost like
going
a-
to my room.
Almost like a Tonto knife, kind of.
By the
With
way,
runes.
if you stab an opponent in the back with this weapon, you do an extra 1d10. I don't know where this is coming from, but
His eyes are like
Technically,
glowing.
he shouldn't know any of that.
Lighting, for an extra 9, $9.99.
I want to spread my wings and fly up to the.
Ooh,
Bye.
glowing runes on the
Fly-
blade and
you
a
all
handle
have
made of
rooms for
ivory.
yourself. I shout as I fly away.
What did you shout?
You will have rooms that are safe for yourself.
Don't go in the castle.
Don't go in the castle.
You can sleep on the grass if you want.
That's what I
Why are
do.
you?
I love that though. They both don't go in the castle.
Why not?
You look at the castle, and you almost feel an air of sorrow, hopelessness, and madness just emanate from this castle. And at the very top, you see a blind crow looking down upon you, just and you just
With one wing.
You hear the
What's
Wilhelm
the
scream.
Yeah, a
spell? Why can't
one-winged
we go in the
one.
castle?
You might
I,
like
I
it.
told
Fair.
you you'd be safe if you go in. So.
You flew away.
I said she'd be safe though. I said he'd be safe though. I said you all have a room that is safe for you.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
That's too steep a price. Come back to me later with a better price.
No.
I walk into the castle.
I'll throw in unicorn meat.
I just walk into the castle.
Okay, you walk into the castle.
Unicorn meat.
The
Always
floor-
gets them.
the front entrance. This place, it resembles like an old, decrepit, kind of abandoned castle, but the torches are on. Some of the cobwebs have been brushed away. You've told them to clean, and they have. But this stone is, I don't know. It's not unpleasant to behold, but it's unpleasant to experience. This place, you cannot get rid of that feeling, and you feel as though the very air that you breathe is sick in some way. It is a bad place, but
Okay.
you live in hell, so you're kind of like, not so bad. Really
Could be worse.
Could be much worse. And as you enter, there is what appears to be a glowing or a kind of blue, semi-translucent, like humanoid figure standing there. Kind of looks to you. It is indeed like was a human, with like adventurer's clothes, and goes. And it's just kind of staring at you. It looks as though it is in some sort of agonizing pain. Just
Mav takes his little clawed hand and tries to like through it and see what happens.
you go right,
Yeah,
you go
just-
right through it.
And he
Nothing.
stays there. He doesn't
Yeah.
dissipate. Huh.
And he starts slowly floating away.
I go to try find the room that Esther talked about.
Okay.
I want to try to penetrate this bubble.
Okay. You go over to the shimmering thing. How do you penetrate this bubble?
I'm going to touch it.
Okay, you touch it. Just solid and cold.
I want to shoulder it.
Okay, you take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Alright, I want to get like 15 feet back
Okay.
and go full sprint forward.
Okay. You take 4 bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna take aim, fire around into it.
Okay.
Kill yourself.
Oh, natural 1, I miss. So, and it just
The crow.
and it just
Ah, shit.
into the side of the castle.
I guess I'm gonna roll out my my sleeping bag and take a short rest.
Seriously, not gonna go in there. Yeah, I like
Yeah. Well, not what happened last time.
it. So you just like, nope. Take out your adventure kit.
It's the little things.
I guess it's not gonna rain in this thing.
It
I want it
just
to
starts
rain.
pouring.
I want it to rain.
D20 evens
Do
and
you
odds.
wish it to rain?
No,
You
no.
can't control the weather there. So
On the inside, I
But it's the
can.
grounds, though, isn't it?
technically you can, yeah. What?
It's the grounds, can he?
I'm not gonna make it right.
No. Oh, you couldn't really make. Yeah, did I let you? Let you made water and shit. I guess technically on the grounds you can.
I'm not
You
gonna
want to make it rain?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I guess technically. Yeah. All right. So, do you? What are you doing, Astride?
I'm gonna sit down
Because she doesn't sleep.
and meditate a little bit, and then I'm gonna put my hand in my mouth a little bit and pull my tongue as far as it can come out, and then I'm just gonna chomp down on it and chomp it off, and then I'm gonna put that in my pocket, and then I'm gonna put the silver tongue in there
Okay.
and let it attach.
As you put the silver tongue to it, it is cold, it is ice cold, and you put it to your mouth, and it fuses with your tongue in a painful experience. It's not pleasant. And as it does, it begins to crawl its way back to the full length of the rest of your tongue. Your tongue kind of goes down a little bit, goes further back. And you can, you start coughing and you spit up the rest of what used to be your tongue as this thing
Put that in my pocket.
As this thing sort of forced all that out and dug itself.
You now have pocket tongue.
Dug itself in. You now have the silver tongue as your weapon. Have you read it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to continue my long rest.
All right, and just sort of meditate. Okay. Are you going to read?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Make sure that you mark that down. Mav, you find your room. Alex, you're doing your thing. Esther, what are you doing now that you're back at your keep?
I'm gonna rest.
Okay. Do you have your own awesome fucking room?
Yeah.
He
Is
flew
it
away.
the throne room, or is it?
It's near the throne room. Yeah, remember we
What
said
is it?
A room with one beanbag.
we described it as a dark, plain, medieval royalty room with just
with the big high
Yes.
posted bed and don't you have the balcony that you can look over and shit like that? Yes. Okay. So, all right. Then you all take your long rest.
Short rest.
Long rest.
I'm taking a short rest.
Why?
I don't need to take a long rest. All my shit recovers in short rests.
Why are you smiling?
I'm the
Don't
same.
you want your health back?
I only have...
All right. Then what are you doing with your time? You have 8 hours to kill. Your
You get
short
to
rest is only about
You get to explore the castle.
is only about a half an hour.
Yeah, fuck that. I'll just go to sleep.
Okay.
Rolls over, sees the castle, rolls back over.
And
nothing else to
do you allow Mav to get to their room?
Yeah.
And do you
I
allow,
told them.
I
you
their
allow
rooms-
these two to exist and you don't fuck with anybody?
I don't fuck
To
with anybody.
exist. Excuse me.
All right. As you sleep.
We were talking about OP. Which one of us is OP?
As you sleep, now that you're sleeping again in your castle, you dream of that turbulent sort of black sea. You dream of the waves crashing against that island that's sort of high up, sort of a mesa kind of with just water slamming into it. You dream of a dark robed figure standing with a sword plunged into the ground beside them. Last we left off with this dream, you charged them. You went for them. As you do, the robed figure holds up a hand. Pale skin, humanoid hand, holds up the hand, and you stop. And you can't go any further. And the hand pushes, and the landscape moves very quickly. You have lost the sea, goes through some land. There's a massive river, and it goes a little bit further, and you find yourself on a mountaintop next to a big gnarled, twisted tree. And on this big gnarled, twisted tree is the blind, one-winged crow with the nasty gash in its chest, and it just stares at you. And you wake up. Okay. So
I dreamed about my new puppy.
your long rest's complete. Okay, where's the other canolith?
That's your dog. I would imagine mine would come with me, right?
Well, the other canolith hasn't imprinted on anybody yet. Where's the other
I
canolith?
figured
Mr.
You wanted
Marbles
it.
is holding him.
Is Mr. Marbles just outside?
he imprinted on Mr. Marbles.
Oh god. You're a mess.
Mr. Marbles is ripping off pieces of himself and having the canolith go and just playing fetch with it.
Well, did you want him?
I have too many pets.
So I could keep him here with the bird that's fucking off somewhere. Yeah, I'll keep the canolith here.
Okay.
Unless you wanted 2 of them or something.
I don't know what I would do with 2 of them. I think I'd become OP in 2 seconds if I had 2 of them.
That's true.
They can die.
I know they can die.
Don't worry, I will take them from you.
We'll keep him safe here with my bird.
I always take about half her pets whenever she has them, where she can just make a million. So. Okay. So you choose to have the canolith there to guard the. Do you allow it in the castle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can make your own labyrinth monster in there essentially. Again, yeah, you already have a labyrinth. You want to go check on him?
Yes.
Okay. Do you do it alone?
Are you checking them?
The apex.
Oh, okay.
No, I'll see what everyone else is doing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, wait, how are our slaves doing? They're here, right?
Mhm.
Slaves? We have slaves?
Yeah.
The townspeople.
Oh, the townspeople.
Where else would...
I thought you put them in a box. I didn't know they were in here.
No, I didn't have charges for it, remember?
They are in a little
Like
probably
a-
feed
you
them.
made like a longhouse for
Concrete
them
igloo,
essentially.
yeah.
And they're in there.
Oh, boy.
Still in there.
Guys.
They all seem to be huddled. The air of the place has taken its toll on them. You can see that they look more wizened than they should. They look a little bit more sickly than they should
So if more
because
time
they're
has
spending
passed.
they're spending too much time here. Well, it's only been a day, but they've spent a day here,
It's been
Um,
12 years here.
and it's ruining them.
I want the grounds to make it sound like the inside of like a train tunnel and just a strobing light inside the longhouse.
Holy shit!
They all start screaming, they're covering the children. They're screaming and terrified. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go check on the Apex. Does anybody want to join me?
Yes.
I think
Can
I'm
I find
still
some
resting.
bacon?
What?
If I find something to eat, then I'll join him. Like walk and eat.
Yeah.
I want to tell the servants to find them food. Anybody who needs.
They bring you bacon. The castle can create food,
Mhm.
so you have food.
Mav is having a great time. He's like,
Yeah.
man, this is a nice castle, and there's food, and nobody talks to me.
With your
Like-
no lips, just tearing
Yeah,
at the
just
meat.
like,
Yeah.
Just
oh, this is
falling
great.
So you're walking with a massive plate of food, just ripping meat apart
Yeah,
as you
he's just
follow
hanging
them.
out, following up. We're like, all right, man, what's next?
I don't know why Headhunter doesn't like this place.
Me either.
Oh no, man, this place is great. Is all mortal places like this? Like my goodness.
And we stop outside the door.
If I recall correctly, Vondus is at the tree.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to come.
And I believe he's at the tree at the
Yeah,
bar.
to be protected by the goblins.
Yes. Okay. All right. So you. So as you're like, this place is great. As you reach the chamber that says basement or dungeon rather, the door you can hear beyond the doors there's some sort of chanting, and as the doors open, it is a cacophony of like sandpaper, broken glass, and voices. It reminds you of hell. It reminds you of the torture of hell, but it's unison. It sounds like broken souls, but they're singing. And so you come in, or they're chanting rather, and they are chanting. If I remember this correctly, your God has abandoned you, your king has abandoned you.
I think so.
Yeah.
Betrayed or abandoned, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like your God has abandoned
Failed
you,
you.
your king has abandoned you, your God has abandoned you, your king has abandoned you, and you're hearing. Actually, no, you don't hear any slams like you were before
I think
of
you
him
finally broke
of him
him.
breaking through walls. So as you walk, you see that it is a massive, like, just chasm that leads down, and down is this massive labyrinth, incredibly intricate detail with all these walls, and it seems to have about like 3 feet of water everywhere down there. And Esther walks directly right to the precipice of it, and is just staring down. And you see down in about the center of the labyrinth, where he always should be, because the labyrinth is shifting, ever shifting as he moves through it, is this massive form, this huge man in all of this armor. But the armor seems a bit broken in places. His helmet is off. No, rather, his helmet is different. It looks like it broke, half of it broke, and he repaired it with, like, metal he was finding around in the place, like this just hard iron, like black iron that he was finding. And so he's just sitting there, kind of just breathing. He has one of the armor on his left shoulder has broken completely off, so he has like chains wrapped around it that he's found. And so he's trying to keep his sort of defense up, but he's just sitting there, like just kind of breathing with his back turned.
So it's a big dude,
Big dude, yeah.
like bigger than us, dude.
Did you give him food and water?
Like
He
he's
can
large,
find it.
so he's probably like
Okay.
It's like
7,
video
8,
game packs
9,
everywhere.
9 feet.
Giant-ish.
Yeah, he's like 8 feet tall. Yeah, he's
Kinda-
just kind of.
Mav kind of leans over. That one yours?
He crossed us in the past.
Not bad.
How are you doing, Larry? I'm gonna cast sunlight into the.
You cast sunlight. He turns, eating some of the food that you leave down there, and you can see like it's under the helmet, and he slams his helmet back down as the light comes in. He goes light.
No. Where are they?
Oh, it speaks common. That's great.
They're not real. But if it's real, I need to get out of here.
Can I give it a
find
bacon?
them.
Does it eat human food?
Astride's not real.
I need to destroy them. I need to kill them.
Larry,
No, please.
I huck a piece of bacon at his head.
it's giving you a gift. He's giving you a gift.
What do you throw?
Because he'd
I just
call
tossed him
us.
a piece of bacon. I'm like, can you have human food like you would ask about a dog? And then I...
He'd call
You
us the
throw it.
monsters. So
As you
He'd give
do,
food.
you see him swing his left arm, and the bits of chain fly over, and there's a small hook at the end, and and he whips it over and catches it.
Ooh.
I will get out of here. I will not fall. I will not falter. I will not falter. They will die. I will not fall. I will not falter. They will die.
Oh,
Got
let's
any more pets?
start a snowfall in there again. A gentle snowfall that dissipates when it hits the ground.
As his laugh almost echoes through the chamber with the "Your God has abandoned you, your
The
king."
voice is a little louder, and then we can leave.
As you leave, you hear the laughter grow. Just as you, the chamber shuts.
He's doing okay.
He's coming along nicely.
It's getting there.
All right. So we ready to go back to? What's his name? Arthur.
Yes.
Nick, you are all well rested. All of your health is back up. You guys are ready to roll.
Yeah, let's go find the head hunter. So wait,
what are you doing?
Is that why you were singing that song?
what song?
It's a wonderful kind of day.
Why?
Isn't that the Arthur's theme song?
I didn't even pick up on that. Wait, we're gonna have to bring the cattle with us, right?
Mm-hmm. You can
Yeah.
walk them all through the portal.
Okay.
Is it still there?
Yep, it's
Okay.
still there.
You ready, head hunter?
I guess I'm waking up right now.
Help me move these people.
Drink some more coffee.
It's empty.
Just crashing, guys.
Are you really tired, or is that
No,
in character?
in game.
Okay.
That's how good of an actor I am.
Sure.
I will
That's
act
how good of an actor I am.
for $5,000 an hour, if anyone's interested.
For acting?
Yeah, if anybody, I don't know, might be a director out there or whatever directing people do. Anyway,
I'll
yeah,
watch this.
Like and subscribe and comment.
please. Also do stunt doubling and modeling.
All right, what are you doing?
Running scenes.
Running scenes, that's my specialty.
We need to get to the actual dungeon that
Yes.
I made for this session.
Okay.
Please let us go.
So I guess I'm rolling up my little sleeping bag, putting it back in my bag of holding,
If
and
you lose that, that's like critical to your character in so many ways. Anyway, all right. The train noises and the strobe stops.
have you fed your livestock? They're not going to be worth anything if they're
No,
dead.
it's been a day.
I like to
right?
eat every day.
They're still alive.
Yeah.
We just checked on them.
I want to start passing snake meat into. Remember that old anaconda I killed?
Yeah, the old dirty snake meat.
Yeah, but it's
That's
vacuum sealed.
literally like a
It's
year
vacuum sealed.
old.
It's vacuum sealed in my bag.
No, it's not. So you go to reach it in,
Putrid.
and you find
No cookies. What about the cookies?
Wait, were they are no.
They're not poisonous cookies. I took only
they're
good
not
cookies.
the poisoned cookies. He only
Are we
took the safe.
positive?
I'm
So he's already throwing them in.
I'm
there.
99% sure.
And you hear, oh, thank you.
No, it's poison.
Train noise strobe.
It's don't eat anything they give you.
That should keep them alive a little longer.
It's to get the blood pressure going.
Your zombies are also wandering the grounds
Oh, if they were in there.
because you made one vine, one ivy out of the father of one of the children.
We brought it?
I'm pretty sure you brought it and left it on the ground, so in case you wanted to use it later, if I recall correctly.
Sure.
Fuck.
It's hanging out with Mr. Marbles and the canolith,
He'll
and
stay with us though.
Mr. Marbles is reaching his vines out to it, and it's reaching his vines out to Mr. Marbles. It looks like they're communicating.
Oh, I don't like
So
that.
You're
I
just-
see you.
Mr. Marbles' head is just—it's almost like they're not. You know how he looks at you with his head? It's like the head is nothing now, and it's just they're speaking.
Okay.
Communicate.
What are they saying?
What?
What are they saying?
You don't know.
tree
You
shit.
mean I don't know? They're
No.
mine.
You don't.
Well,
you
if one
feel.
of them
You
is
feel
mine.
almost like a frequency, but it doesn't
You
mean
just-
anything to you. Just like,
Plant talk. I can speak plant.
are you a druid, motherfucker?
Actually, some people can
Photosynthesis.
speak plant.
What?
Yeah, D&D. There's druids and shit. They can talk
Holy
flowers
shit.
Or whatever.
Shit.
All right.
Anyhow,
Oh, I'm
Alright.
a useless
Anywho,
ability.
Are you guys going?
Do they have like chains or like a rope around them?
Who?
The people?
Sure, they sure can.
All right, I want to start tugging on them.
Oh, no. And then you basically have a chain gang of slaves. All right, so
That is
Yeah.
awful.
it is. You did it. Though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I didn't.
Remember,
It's all Esther.
this is an
You're
evil
right.
campaign.
this is an evil campaign.
oh,
Trading
Alright.
people to
They're
devils
all
is a thing.
they're all volunteers.
They're volunteers. They're for
So
our
you take
cause.
your dirty, famine-ridden, scared.
It's been a day.
civilians.
It's
They
been a
got-
day. It's been a day.
Whatever.
But longer in here.
You're sickly.
It's been a day. It's still been a day.
It's a day here though. At this place, fucking kills
That's
little
true.
people. So, did you bring them all through the portal?
Yes.
Okay. As you walk through the portal with the chain, you see Karen staring like she's been standing there for 8 hours. Just. And you bring them all, and she goes,
She survives on coffee.
And
"Yes,
spite.
she does." And hate, coffee and hate.
You.
Hey. Maybe so. Mav very meekly, like, doesn't even look at her, but offers up some of the bacon on a plate. 'Cause
Get that out of my face!
Okay, I thought what's up? She's like skips.
So finish it before you go into his office.
Did the food?
Quicker! Quicker!
The food survive going through the portal?
It's not supposed to. But
Okay, I was gonna say that's interesting.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, technically, it can't. So you offer it to her, and it just turns to ashes.
It,
She goes,
Mr.
"Is
Starks
that an
away.
insult?"
No! And he like throws the ashes in the plate over his shoulder. It was good 2 minutes ago.
Matt, come on.
Because otherwise,
am I
we
in
can
here
just
now?
make swords and
Yeah,
guns.
you're
We'll just
Yes.
open the portal like over a city. It's like we bring you gifts.
a million bricks and just the worst hailstorm of all time. All right, so
Okay, yes.
you bring the I'm gonna say for posterity's or for sake of time, you bring him all the slaves. He's like, "Dope, great, thank you," and then he
Do it in his voice.
"Dope, great, thank you," and brings them all into another portal that he opens, and they all
Where does that
go
go?
in.
Really?
Oh boy, you don't know, but it sure is glowing red, and they all go in there. And as they begin to enter, he says like, keep your heads down and your eyes shut. And they walk in, and you just start to hear screaming as it shuts. And he goes, well, Mav, in your experience, no place good. That's what they just went. No place good. Do you remember? Did you guys ever watch Samurai Jack?
Yes.
And remember Aku, somebody pissed off Aku and he goes, "You will learn manners in the chamber of pain." And his eye lasers sent them to some other dimension. And the rest of them are like, "Ah," and he's like, "He will live for now." They're like, "Oh, Jesus." That's essentially, they just went to like the chamber of pain. So,
Like you
I
do.
love that show.
it was great.
Like you do.
So, now you are rested and well on your way. Mav, you know how to get there. To the Twisting Blade, or do you have more business with Arthur? It's up to you guys.
Not with Arthur. So once we're out of the room, I need to talk
So-
to the party.
No problem.
So Arthur is aware that we're gonna storm this castle first.
What castle
Okay.
are we
I
storming?
mean, he assumes
Yes.
you're going to beat some ass. That's why he gave you the warning. Hey, it's probably not going to be super easy.
Gotcha. All right. I just want to make sure we weren't missing something. Okay. So how
You should-
far away from
We've got
here are we to this fort?
one thing to do before we go do this. Technically 2 things, but one of them's yours. Whoever wants those teeth in their mouth needs to find someone to probably help them with that. I'd highly suggest against popping your own teeth out of your skull. That's stupid.
I'm not doing that right now.
I need a tattoo.
This is a bad time for body ink.
I mean, tattoos down here are different. I just need someone to slash at my arms and we'll be fine.
For
It's okay.
what?
Reasons?
For what purpose?
My purposes.
You are a native of Hell, and we were taking you with us in our party. It seems awfully suspicious that now you need some sort of body augmentation before we go into a fort.
Can I roll persuasion? Against them?
Certainly. What is your objective?
Just trust me on this, it's literally nothing, because it is. It's literally nothing.
Oh, you're trying to just convince them to
Yeah.
come with you so you can get a dope ass tattoo.
Yep.
Okay, sure. Roll persuasion, I guess.
But for why?
21.
I'm persuaded. I want a tattoo too.
21.
We could get matching tattoos.
Do I have to?
It sounds pretty reasonable, unless you have like some specific, like your hang up is that you do not trust Matt. Is that the idea?
I don't trust the idea of her suddenly needing what appears to me as needing a ritual.
Insight.
Yeah, why now not?
15.
Before?
15.
Or yeah.
The 20 something beats 15, and
Does
it
it?
seems. You know what? He seems honest. He seems genuine. Yeah, he just wants to get a tattoo.
I'm honest and genuine.
Is it magic?
No, not at all.
If we detect any magic the moment that
Do I know anything?
What?
Does this sound like something that's familiar to me?
Not. What do you mean familiar? Like a spell or something?
Yeah, like why would someone
Roll Arcana.
need like a tattoo?
Ooh. Mm. Mm.
Stop it.
the moment we detect anything
Okay.
fishy,
It's not
Headhunter will
magic.
blow
He
your
just
head
wants a
off,
tattoo.
and I'll
I know,
disintegrate.
but that's not what she asked.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that there are such things as like arcane tattoos and runes that people get tattooed on themselves, especially the Norse and like Viking sort of races of possess. That gives them like, powers. So some of them will have runes that can allow them to throw lightning without actually casting a spell. It's a way to help like pump up warriors. Yep. Those are like
Is that here?
no, but you remember the mall.
Now you want a
Hold on.
tattoo too.
Remember Stillport?
Yeah.
Remember the Great Mall and how the mall is all storms and
Yeah.
destruction? Across the mall is where like Vikings and shit
Brune.
are. And what Brune, exactly. And in Brune,
Steel trap.
that's where like the Vikings and the Norsemen, they know how to it's like their thing, but they know how to make runes on themselves and like they can fuck shit up. Yeah. They're very expensive, very costly, and they tend to maybe shorten your life. It depends. But that's about the only thing that you know of. There are runes. People can get runes though on them. Things in hell also use runes, but it's different usually.
As soon as if you notice anything fucky, you are more than welcome to fight me on it. But
Thank you, Alex. I thought so.
Very well.
All right, so you guys
How
want
much
to
are they?
You're the only way we can get to the fort anyway, so I guess we have
let's
to.
go then.
So what would you think about getting?
I'm gonna get, and he speaks infernal. Just he's like, I'm gonna get on my.
What does
What's
it
a
actually
good tattoo
say?
for a mortal?
Let's get matching party tattoo.
I agree. She was very
I just
persuasive.
want to get Liv to lead on his arms, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you go to anybody specific? Like, do you have somebody for this?
I would imagine I would have heard about it living here for my whole life, so I'll just go to some
Okay,
dude.
you know a guy.
Yeah, I know.
He's a spine devil.
Yeah.
You know, so he's got the.
Ugh.
That's what he uses as his.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey man, what's up?
Hey.
I need
Unsanitary.
some ink, and then we'll get out of here, and I'll pay you.
Come here.
All right, here you go.
What you want?
Like in the language, so it's just gonna look like a bunch of shit.
And you see the tail curl over that has its spikes and its claws, and it just starts doing it all, like, all the words sort of at once with different spikes, and it's like. So I want you to take, just take like one, one piercing damage.
Great.
And it is what color ink?
I would
That he's
guess
dipping
black.
his claws
I was
into
like,
just black. Okay, so you just have it.
Great. All right, let's go. I'm Gucci. You want
Free
anything?
tattoo?
Roll Arcana, you two.
Well, I can just read it.
Yeah, you can. Just
No, roll Arcana.
7.
13 plus 8.
There was no magic involved in this. It's just that this devil just dipped its claws in ink and carved into Mav's flesh. Mav really did just want to take a shortcut to get a tattoo.
Okay.
I didn't expect anyone topside would know Infernal and be able to do this.
She does.
I don't trust you with anything needle-like towards my skin.
I wouldn't
You're scary.
give you a tattoo.
Yeah, see, there you go. There you go. There you go.
So,
Now we go.
Are we now on our way to
Now we're on
All
our
right.
Didn't you want a tattoo?
Do you want a tattoo in hell, Alex, to commemorate your
I don't know what I want, but is there like a wall of like, get this tattoo?
You know what? In this things, I guess because it likes to give tattoos, sure, there's all kinds of
It's
cool
like
ones.
Archer. We get our names on each other's
There's one.
shoulders.
There's one that is a strong hand gripping like a severed head
I
with
like
its tongue
that
hanging
one.
out.
That one. Definitely that one.
You want that one?
Yeah, right here.
Okay. And he grabs it, starts clawing in and
Well, now we
carving it up.
definitely know it's not magic.
This is in the wretches, by the way. I
Of
would
course,
assume is
yeah.
ready. You gotta need bits. Those are
I'll
the
give him
teeth.
the 18 teeth that,
Okay.
that I had with me.
Where did you get the
Yeah, this
The
is
bar fight.
holy shit. That's a lot of bits. I mean, that's exactly the
yeah,
price.
18.
Of course. Of course.
All right.
premium bit?
Alright. 2 tattoos later, I take them to the Twisting Blade.
So,
How good did it come out?
what?
How good did it come out?
Actually, so the thing about being in hell, it's immediately, and this thing doing it that specializes it, it's immediately healed. You know what to do with it. It's covering it with
Cauterized,
It's-
really.
Yeah, I think that's the
Doesn't
better
look-
word.
yeah.
It's more like scarification with
Okay.
ink in it,
Oh.
sort of. But it's it actually came out fucking sick.
Very nice.
And you have it on your arm.
Yeah.
So it's just like a strong hand holding like a severed head pulling it along,
Nice.
as if it's a trophy. Okay,
wait for
so
The headhunter.
Get it?
don't you
should,
get it?
You
Jeff?
should show Mondus when we get back.
I would.
Mondus, I got a tattoo in hell.
Just a
It's
little
screams.
bunny tongue
dear.
flipping.
All right, so the Twisting Blade.
We have a story. For
It is a 6-story tower that resembles a twisted knife digging into the ground. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those knives. They're more like, I think they're supposed to be like gimmicky or something, but they're like 3 blades twisted together. And so it's like one of those. The handle up here, it's
You
huge
actually can't sew that wound once you've been stabbed with it. It's not gimmicky.
because it's
Severely illegal.
Yeah. Like you'll
So-
bleed out.
The blade is made of this massive tower, essentially, that is a giant blade, is made of steel that is untarnished despite its age. And the handle is made from the bone of some sort of enormous creature. Remember, this is 6 stories high. About 3 stories of it are the blade part, and about the rest 3 stories are the handle. That's just lore. You guys don't need to know that.
Oh, okay.
The tower twists into the sky from your standing. The reflections of nearby flames gleam across its steel surface that appear, again, are untarnished. The entryway is a large iron door with a large iron wheel on it that you assume is used to enter. That's what you're looking at. You have never done anything with this building before. You've probably never even been this close to it before, but it is indeed a giant twisting blade. That's what it looks like.
Do we see a doorman or anything?
No.
No?
I assume that's how we enter.
In fact, the area here is sort of deserted.
I mean, I guess so. I wish there was someone we could talk to and I could convince that we're fine so we don't have to fight our way literally through this entire building, but here we go.
An old man named Information Jackson comes by. No. That's it. Yeah, that's what you're
Is there
staring
any windows or anything? That
Wait,
way
no.
No,
Take a
the
look.
surface just blade, just
Alright.
steel.
Who wants to knock?
I'll knock.
It's your business, right?
Alex says he'll knock.
Okay.
I want to knock 3 times.
Okay, so you knock, and as you do, you activate a something where as soon as you touch it, you get like electrocuted, and you're gonna take 5 lightning damage
Right off the
as you
bat.
go like your hand hurts, but the door opens.
Nice.
3 inches.
It opens.
Okay.
And like a grinding metal sort of sound.
I want to enter.
Okay.
I'll watch him go in.
Yep.
As
Right
you
behind.
enter, you see a circular room. The walls are smooth and made of steel. The floor is made of stone cut into about 5-foot squares. The room is empty with the exception of a large standing glass cylinder. I'm using this thing in place of the glass cylinder. In the center that is attached to 2 massive chains that stretch up to the ceiling about 10 feet above you. Written on the ceiling in Infernal are glowing letters and numbers that read as follows. 1S.
I feel like I should write this down.
You should.
Stand by.
2L.
Are they spaced apart or it doesn't matter?
Well, they're kind of smushed
Can
all
you give me a
together.
new part 2L?
Yeah.
3S. 3R.
Thank you.
3-3.
Can you restart?
You said 3R,
I've got it. We're good.
3R. Yeah.
1.
but then she said 3-3, and you said
Well, I thought
yes.
she meant a 3S and then a 3R. That's what it.
1 is
3S,
what?
3R.
It's 1S, 2L, 3S, 3R, 1B, 4R, 3S, 4L.
Okay. No vowels.
What?
No vowels.
Yep. I guess so.
I don't like where this is going. I can't spell words without vowels.
That's just up on the wall somewhere.
It's like on the ceiling.
And it looks magical.
And this is in
Like
infernal.
the letters are glowing.
Yeah, they're glowing. They were like.
Oh, it's infernal?
So you guys translate this for us?
I'll go ahead and say the map does, yeah.
So we're in a circular room.
Yeah,
Here's
you
a-
guys are in because you're right in the door. You're in the room. Yeah, you're the first one in. I assume your gazer's out, being an asshole.
You want to go tug on that chain?
Where's the chain?
The chain's holding the cylinder?
Is this the cylinder?
Yes.
Yeah.
Will you
Does
go-
it just look like a cauldron, or is
No, it looks like a big glass cylinder with
Uh-huh.
Inside there's some sort of
will you
gizmo
put
inside
this
of
next
it.
to Pikachu for the
Okay.
There's
dog?
two massive chains.
holding it up?
Here's Mav's pet.
The canolith?
Yes.
What's around the walls
Bootleg
of
Pikachu.
this giant
Not
circle?
really.
Is that the only
So the
text?
walls are smooth and
Mm-hmm.
made of iron.
Okay.
And that's about all you got on that one. I'm gonna use this for the canolith.
Gucci. Can I have my dice back?
Yes.
Thank you.
So, do you go and investigate the elevator?
Yeah.
Okay, you get one step, and I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
What was the floor?
You need
That's
to,
a natural 19
son of a bitch.
plus 3.
Oh
wait, I'm under the wrong character, plus
stone
5.
cut into 5-foot tiles
Mhm.
across the floor.
So the tiles
So
are
you-
rigged with something.
You step in. You
So
step
24.
One. Okay, you step one, and that's fine. You step another one, and the floor breaks down beneath you,
Mhm.
and you jump back. And below, you can see about a 20-foot like chasm leading to boiling blood. Just a fuck ton of boiling blood underneath.
Yum.
And again, these walls are smooth, and it's 20 feet down, so you would be super fucked.
And you said there's something
Rocket
hanging from the
boots.
ceiling, like it's a big room.
Two massive chains connected to this.
How big is the room otherwise?
About 10 feet. About 10 feet high. So it'd be hard to like fly here.
Hmm.
So
What-
it's
You
definitely
could do it.
booby
You could
trap.
do it, but you'd be but you could.
What kind of a roll would we have to make to try to figure out the floor situation? Like, look at the floor.
Investigation.
Investigation?
Yes.
I have
Do you-
no int, but I'll go ahead and roll
Do
for
you,
it.
do you think the
have no
LRS stands for
investigation?
left, right, straight?
No. He's not smart.
Let me do it.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
Let me look.
yo
That's
guys,
our rogue, folks.
do you think the SLR might mean like left, right,
I think
straight?
that's exactly what it is.
and the
but we have
steps
to
is the
determine
number.
what S and B stand for. Back.
Back.
Straight and back.
There you go.
Well,
I
our
rolled
roll
an
would
11.
be right in
You rolled an
line.
Yeah.
11? Alright, so from what you can tell, the floor is solid. That broke because it was supposed to break. And you look around and they all look fucking identical. Like, there's no fucking way to tell which ones of these will break and which ones will not.
I mean, I don't want to
It
blow
would be
through.
from the entrance, right? If it would be 1 straight, 2 left, 3 straight.
We
Right.
have a shit ton of your zombies. What if we just say fuck the puzzle? We let them all.
Did the door shut?
It's up to you
Did
guys.
the door shut behind us when we walked in?
Yes.
Okay. I'm down.
So we're standing on
Esther
like the
doesn't
one
have time
square.
for this bullshit.
Okay. My phone is plugged in, so I don't have the exact count of the zombies in my notepad. I don't think I did anyway.
Alright, you're
Let me
just
see.
using them on this.
Let me see.
Alright, you got like 2 dire wolves in there.
There's a bunch of them, yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I have that written down then. That might be written somewhere. Hold on. Not in my little notes.
I mean, we could just.
It's right, guys. Don't worry about it. I got it. Is that what you were doing?
Do we want to give Alex a chance to say yes or no, or do you think he'll just
Do
be
you
like,
want to take like a break and when we come back?
No. Oh, I want to do this right now, and then we can come back after you've solved this puzzle.
They're all gonna fall into the first trap together. That's why he's asking it like that.
Well, no, because I can control them and tell them what to do.
Right. Okay. So what are you gonna have them do?
Well, I'm gonna wait for Alex to come back to see if that's a good idea.
Also, where are you gonna open
Because
Where are you gonna open it?
What?
With into the wall that we walked into, because it's like a doorway.
She wants to mass
You
release
can't-
her
you
zombies
can't do that. It has to be on the
onto the
space.
floor.
The
and
door's
then
shut
wherever
here.
they fall, they fall.
You have to open it somewhere in this room. You have to open there.
On the door.
Wait, open
On the
what?
door on you? There's not enough room. They're all going to come pouring out.
No, open it like a door.
I see what you mean. Have the portal right here.
I'm not gonna literally dump
And then
them
they all
out.
come walking. Okay, that's what I thought you were saying. Is that you're just going to start pouring them on the floor and just seeing what falls. So I'm like, okay.
So
We're gonna be
I mean,
strategic in this.
We could also, because you have wings if you want. I don't know how you use them, but if you step on something that falls, can't you just hover?
Yeah.
Can he?
So, do you want us to blow a charge on your zombies, or should we figure this out?
Can
'Cause
I
think we
just try my theory?
Yeah.
All right. So
Save the charge.
headhunter of all people. All right.
guys, I think I got this.
I sprout my wings though, just in
What's
case.
your intelligence?
That doesn't matter, okay? It's courage that matters. So
He actually says,
Which is
in-game,
not a skill.
staring down at the boiling blood.
so from the entrance, I want to take one step forward.
Okay, that is where you are.
I'm gonna take 2 steps left,
They hold steady.
3 steps
Wait,
forward,
Does someone need to go with him?
3 steps right,
I want to hover behind him.
1 step back, 4 steps right, 3 steps forward, 4 steps left.
And
Ha
the
False.
elevator. This glass cylinder's doors open. You guys do not remember what he just did or how he got across it, but the
He,
floor is totally
he
fine.
followed the...
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Mav wants to kill himself. Like,
Map takes a
this is
swarm.
So,
over the floor.
Does everybody have the proper code written?
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Can you follow it? Or do you want me to ferry anybody?
I left
else?
a crumb trail of actual cookie crumbs so that they could follow.
I'm
me.
gonna say now that he's solved it, you guys can just do it. You right? Is that
I walk
something?
straight to him. No.
Okay, you know.
Fuck this. I'm
Wait,
So-
what's my...
crap the poor dog.
As you reach this large cylinder, Alex, you see that part of it opens like a door, and inside there is a small copper control panel with an up arrow and a down arrow, both made of carved gems. Up is red, down is blue.
Wait for us.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm not gonna play with no elevators on my own, especially when they look
But-
somewhat magical.
But unless you guys want to try to remember I can just say that you solved this one and you get there. So
I
I
mean,
Yeah.
think that's fair.
Does it? Wait, did it look like the elevator could even go up? Is
It's
there a
on
hole
chains.
above
They
it?
just go into the ceiling. This might be the top floor. You have no idea. But it's 6. Remember, this tower's 6 stories up above you. But they go into the ceiling and cut through the stone and keep going up.
Right,
There's
it's
no
just two holes with chains
basically
coming
yes.
through.
Let's try to go up.
Do you want to try to go up?
Do you guys press up?
What do we?
Mav waits outside the elevator to watch them do whatever. Because
Okay.
if they go up and get smushed, then so you're no use to him. So
Okay. And if they go down, you're not.
What
going
color
in
is
the
up?
dungeon with them. Okay, so what's
What
up?
color?
they'll
Colors
come back
up?
up for me.
What's
Red.
up?
Red.
Up is red, down is blue.
I don't like that. Up is red. What are we looking for? The lady here?
Yes.
Underboss.
She's here.
I imagine she'd be going down.
Do you want to go down?
You guys can try either one.
I don't
Both
see
there.
us being able to go up.
Okay, let's go down.
Okay.
I want to hit the blue button.
So
Watch her be.
You push
it's
the down
some
button.
magical fucking not real ceiling and be
The-
right there.
Yeah.
Don't shush. We're going up.
Totally
We're
not
fucking
what's
going
happening.
up.
Amanda.
We're
do you-
going up.
Do you press up?
Yes.
Okay.
Mav is just sitting in the elevator's gone.
All right, Amanda. So you push up. A voice comes over the speaker at the top of the elevator. It's a female voice, but speaking infernal.
You're on the top floor.
Not a familiar.
Hello, peach trees.
Attention!
Oh,
You
attention,
do not
Peachtree.
have the permission of the Lord of Dis to accept higher levels of the Twisting Blade, or to access higher levels of the Twisting Blade. Permission has been granted for lower level only. We are sorry for the inconvenience. Have a hellish day. And the up arrow pops out of the control panel.
I'm gonna
and,
pick it up.
and into your hand.
Okay.
You now have acquired up arrow gem.
Mav gets into the elevator now.
Wait,
Okay.
Can you just
For
test
you,
my
Alex
theory?
and Esther, as you guys were sitting there, a female voice came over the loudspeaker, just going, "You're saying and then one of the gems, and Ashley goes, and Mav goes, and then you guys are just like,
Can
what
you
the
test my theory though? Can you go make sure and see if it's a real ceiling?
Can we get bugs? What's
You're the
word?
only one that can fly,
Yeah,
unless you
whatever.
want to take
All right,
Alex up
so
there with you.
You can fly up there. So you begin
Throw
to fly
something.
up, and I want you to make a dexterity saving throw right now.
Oh boy, 9.
I'm just kidding, nothing happens.
I was gonna.
You
The
fly
way you
up,
said it, I was
you
like,
get a
okay.
chance, you get to the top and roll an investigation to see, because it looks like you just go into the ceiling.
17.
17, you can see from what you're looking at, there are grooves in the ceiling about the size of the cylinder. It will open if the elevator goes up there. So it is made to open up. But for right now, it's sealed, so things can't just fly up there and do what they want.
So
It said we don't have permission to go up, only down.
I wonder if they can see us or if they detect us.
You don't see any security cameras, but this is hell. It's not really how that works.
What
There's a lot
did
of spells that could do
what did
that.
it say? We don't have the permission of who?
The Lord of Dis.
The Lord of Dis.
This tower isn't easily acquired by many devils.
I mean, I'm ready to go down if y'all are ready to go down. Up is not an option, so it's either down or out.
Click down.
Okay.
It's a bomb.
You push down. Ding! Excellent. Again. Yes. And from there, we'll take our break.
Perfect. I was just
go get
noticing
your-
there's some frame drop.
Go do your business.
We'll be back.
Game.
All right.
Remember,
Are you ready?
remember that really hard game that we played that we couldn't get past the bridge?
That's the
Crash Bandicoot? Yeah, I know.
2D castle game we played at the arcade. That point and click. That you had to remember the sequence.
Oh, not Dragon's Quest. I should know this. I play that game. Dragon's Lair.
Yes.
I love Dragon's Lair.
I beat it.
I've never beat it.
Me either.
It's very hard.
Me and
So-
Amanda beat Golden Axe.
You don't even know what that is.
In the golden age of Battletoads prank call to GameStop.
You know they're remaking Battletoads, right?
Yes.
Are they really?
To a Call of Duty
So now we can
franchise.
ask to pre-order it.
That has been
But-
memed into existence.
We started getting clever with, and this is like when we were sophomores in high school. So we got clever with it, and there'd be pre-order bonuses for like the new Guitar Hero games and stuff. And there was a promotion for like Metallica DLC or something that when you put $5 down, you got an extra drum pedal for the drum kit.
Okay.
So we're calling about your promotion. If we put $10 down, do we get 2 drum pedals with this promotion? He goes, no, it's just for the pre-order. Oh, okay. So for $5, we get this drum pedal. Yes. So for $20, we'll get 4 drum pedals. And no. Super patient guy. And I go through this for like 15 minutes asking different sequences of $5 and drum pedals. And then I finally, it clicks, and I go, okay, thank you very much for your help. He goes, yeah, is there anything else I can get you? Can I also put a pre-order for Battletoads in? And you could just hear the pause. Like, really, really thought you were sincere about that drum pedal. And he just starts laughing. He goes, I'm not even mad. Thank you. And then hangs up. We tried calling back. We hit this one GameStop over and over. And this manager named Ted, I think, he
You got to know his name.
he eventually quit. He was gone, and we kept bothering this guy named Reggie. So
Bless his heart.
He
You
was
had
a
to
good sport.
follow. You had to follow him though to whatever new job he went
we
to.
tried to find him. We did area game stores. I think my friend hit him once, and then he's like, "No, stop calling!" And that was when we stopped because he sounded really upset.
Do you remember the guy
Drove him to
who
insanity.
was
Stop to me,
awesome
and I'd be upset
at our
too.
GameStop? The bald dude, the tall bald guy, Mike, I think was his name, who was like the fucking best.
Mhm.
This guy was awesome.
You
you
went to like
drive him to
18 in
insanity?
the mall or something.
He went to the mall, and then I was in the mall, like in a store across the way, and he came over to be like, "Hey, man!"
I
Like,
remember you.
well, he goes, I just saw you. I just had to say hi. I was like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" But he was awesome.
How did he
always
know
get-
you?
He knew me because when Fallout New Vegas came out, or no, when Fallout 4 came out, I needed the special edition of it.
You
so
needed it.
I called the minute E3 dropped announced their.
But you kept calling back to make sure that you had the pre-order.
Yeah. Well, the problem was that he's like, it's technically hasn't been given to us yet. He goes, I technically can't do it yet. But once it comes in, he goes, I got your name right at the top of the list. I was like, yes, like thanks, bro. And then when it was officially sent there, I called like immediately. I called the store like a half an hour before it opened because I knew they were there.
Yeah, they're there
I know
before
you're
they
fucking
open.
there. I know you've been there for.
I see you. I'm in the
I know
parking
he-
lot.
I know he's been there for half an hour, but he was totally cool with it. And then every time I'd come in there, he would make sure I got like the shit that I wanted. It was pretty cool. He was a nice guy.
He was your inside man.
He was my inside man, exactly. And then he kept talking about how he wanted to quit. I was like, fucking do it. Fuck it. You work at GameStop. Like, no offense, but it's
And
not
then
like
he
this is
went
a big
to
career.
work for AT&T.
And he was like, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. And then he went to work for AT&T.
He killed himself a year
And
later
then he killed himself.
because of you.
All right, you guys ready to rumble?
Yeah. I'm sorry, that was our video game podcast.
Oh, we're live.
We're recording.
Yeah. I think that was a good little story.
Wow,
All the
Jeff.
shit that I
Jeff.
said?
Wow.
Stop.
All the stuff you said.
Stop. It was tame. We have 4 minutes of that.
Okay, because 5 minutes ago you were getting real talkative. You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah.
So
You
many
guys can believe that?
slurs and angry statements. That's me.
All right.
Where we last left off.
Are we
So-
starting over?
The Elevator.
What's this?
That's for later. We're going to do Theater of the Mind a little bit, and then we'll bring that up in a minute.
Look what this is.
There's a big devil
So, don't
miniature.
worry about it. The elevator begins to lower, and as it does, you see the ground rise up around you. As it goes beneath the stone floor, there is about 20 feet of stone that you're surrounded by before the scenery changes. You see that the walls of the glass elevator show that you are now being completely immersed in what looks to be boiling blood. The elevator continues, and after a few minutes, the blood gives way. After a few minutes of going through this,
Blood.
the blood gives way
It's like Willy Wonka's elevator.
to a layer of iron, and then a large cavern with a high sloping ceiling. The only light coming from the exit to the cavern, which has these massive sort of like stalagmites in front of it. And the elevator stops, opens, and the down button pops out and clacks to the floor.
I pick up the down button.
You have now acquired the down button.
Is it static? Can you put it in the inventory?
Yeah, no. The chamber,
Just make a note.
there's nothing in this chamber. It's just empty, but it leads to that exit that I mentioned.
And us with dark vision, we can see pretty
Yeah.
well.
You can see pretty
Can
well.
Alex?
The ceiling is like
Yeah, can
smooth.
Alex?
Night
The
vision.
floor is stone. The ceiling looks like it's made of something else, but because you only see in black and white in dark vision, it's kind of hard to
Right.
tell.
Yeah.
And it's probably higher than 60 feet,
Can
too.
I
I
cast
would
my
say.
daylight?
The what?
Cast my daylight?
Okay, so you cast your daylight in this, boom, and now the whole chamber is filled with light. The ceiling is made of pure bone.
Oh boy.
Like, not put together. Like, there is something that was this big,
Mhm.
and with the bone.
Like a rib cage.
The what?
Like a rib cage.
No. Like one solid shell
Like
of
a
bone.
kneecap.
Like a kneecap.
Like a kneecap. And the
If you
blade
must.
of the
This is
tower
right there.
Mm.
is embedded
In
through
this
this.
bone.
Like a
Yeah.
I know you don't want to wipe my contract or anything, but I'm just gonna give you this backstab dagger because I feel like it might be useful.
Oh, it's very kind of you. I will take
And
it.
I'm also gonna give you the autopsy blade. We could talk about what you'll do in return later. So they now have the two daggers.
I'm going to. Can you remove them from your inventory?
Of course,
while
I could
put
do
them
anything
in
you
there?
ask me to, DM.
Okay. So, the chamber is pure bone, and you can see that those large stalagmites down at the end are fused to, like, the ceiling reaches down.
What's a
to them.
stalagmite?
whatever, the big hanging down rocks, and they actually are also made of pure bone.
So they're not rocks.
And
So
we're,
it's not a kneecap.
Nope.
and we're not seeing any doors or anything outside of.
It's just this big exit chamber with the large bone spikes pointing down.
Oh, I see. So kind of like, I know it's not, but kind of like a mouth that's open. Like
Yes.
and then okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that seems to be the only exit for you guys.
You've given me the dagger, right?
Mhm.
I'm putting it in your inventory now.
I'm
It just takes a
gonna
minute.
roll to hide.
Okay. Math is fucking. Well, let's see how high you roll.
Where's my hide?
Wait, what's the only source of exit?
In front of us.
The big bony spikes pointing down.
Do you think that's where we should be going?
I think so. I feel like that's kind of how the DM placed this scenery.
19.
Oh, you wanna
19?
go up.
Math is fucking gone.
So Matt, where do you... He keeps doing that.
Somewhere. You have broad daylight in this room, too, so he's either directly behind you, like mirroring your movements, or you have no fucking idea.
I'm gonna go towards the little mouthy part and
Okay.
poke my head through a little bit. See
Okay.
What I can see.
What you see is a large chamber that stretches probably 160 feet ahead of you and is approximately 120 feet wide. The ceiling is only about 3 feet above your head.
Ugh.
Yeah. So it cuts into this
Yeah.
huge thing is like stops here. You know what I mean? Like the ceiling is lower.
It's kind of
3 feet above your head, and there is a massive chasm taking up most of the area with a single bridge stretching across, made of iron and bone. There is a horrific smell of rot and decay coming from the chasm itself. The entire chamber looks intentionally built this way. The surfaces are smooth and not naturally formed.
I come back to the group, unhide myself, whatever that looks like. I guess I just pop back into existence. So it doesn't look doesn't look great. It looks like a big fall on a very, 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 very long bridge that I don't trust for 2 seconds.
How far away was that you just ran?
From y'all to the mouth?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
I don't
bridge.
know. That doesn't matter. The chamber you're in right now is completely fine and safe. It's the next
I
chamber.
know, how far
past
away is that? We can only just go look at it.
Yeah, you know, okay.
It's a bridge.
I'm not dead, so obviously you can poke your head through and be okay.
Huh.
I'm with full out sprint right across it.
I thought you were going for it.
So it looks like a bridge.
It is a chasm that is 160 feet long and 120 feet wide.
When you say chasm,
Like a big pit.
And there's a low
huge
there's a
pit.
low ceiling.
The ceiling is only 3 feet above your head.
So there's no way you can fly. And
But
You'd have to
above
enter
my
the
head
I have
chasm.
to
or
jump
above
free falling
Alex's
and then-
head?
You'd have to go down and then fly.
Yeah,
Do
kinda
I have to
like-
duck?
do we have...
What?
We're tall, so 3
Three,
feet.
3 feet above your head. 3 feet above Matt's
No,
head is
right-
probably
yeah.
like
Okay.
about.
And
I
we're
think
looking
so.
into this right now. We're looking into a expanse.
Mhm.
Can I cast my cantrip light in there again?
Sure.
Do we see anything?
It's just what I just said.
Oh.
It's the same shit.
so
I was picturing it's dark below.
So
It's a
there's a-
chasm.
Oh, you're putting it into the chasm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you throw the light down into this chasm and it goes. How far do you want the light to go? Just want to keep going?
Yeah, let's
The
explore.
light continues to go until the light is no longer visible.
Oh, good.
So
fine.
there's a giant chasm and then a bridge.
It's a long bridge made of iron and bone. Yes.
Can I see through the
An
bridge?
intense smell of rot in the air. Yes.
Can I see through the bridge, or is it a solid piece?
Now might be the time.
It's like
to use a
board,
zombie.
boards, but the boards are iron. The
Uh-huh.
handle things are like a bunch of bones.
Oh, so it's like a rope bridge made of iron.
It's a
and
rope
bone.
bridge made of iron and bone.
Okay.
Exactly. So it's sturdier than a rope bridge.
Yeah, I feel
But it's
good
gonna
about
sway
this.
in the breeze.
I'm gonna send my
Pretty happy.
my viney friend across.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell
Which
him to
viney
go.
friend?
You didn't
took-
I have?
So
you took one of the ivies with you?
Yeah, he was hanging out with Mr. Marbles.
Oh, I just assumed we left them there.
Is there any markings on the wall or anything?
one
Clues?
thing at a time. First, you You roll investigation. I'll get to you in a minute. Now you send your ivy across.
Shatters the floor.
And
It will be his turn.
So you've had this thing with you the whole time?
Yeah.
You didn't mention that before, but that's okay.
So
So
don't you have Mr. Marbles with you?
no,
I thought not, but you.
Mr. Marbles can't fit in.
Yeah, I was gonna say we just didn't explicitly make it. As we were leaving, we talked about Mr. Marbles and the ivy, so I thought.
Oh, okay. Maybe you should mention it. So anyway,
He's
what
little.
you see is you want to describe what an ivy is?
Did you play Resident Evil the remake or for the second game? They look like people. Let me see. There might be good pictures
Looks
of
like
them
the
now.
flood, but
It
flower.
is a humanoid, not really humanoid,
It's like a
bipedal. So it walks on two legs and has like
Yeah,
two
but
arms.
it's a remake.
It's like a smoker from Left 4 Dead in the Last of
Damn
Us
it.
universe.
Essentially.
Kind of. All right.
Okay.
I
We
got
gotta
picked
start
out.
bringing those figures if we keep going to like your house or your house.
Yeah.
But anyway,
yeah.
yeah. So
There's good pictures of them
that's
now.
so
Like
this
this guy?
horrific undead plant monster
Yes.
Gotcha.
begins to
Just
begins to walk out just and it gets onto the bridge and it starts crossing the bridge. And I'm going to say it gets about halfway across the bridge and I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw for it. So just roll and then add its dexterity modifier. Because I don't think it's
Ivy
specifically
creature.
has saving throws.
So 160 feet divided by 2 is 80 feet.
Ooh.
15.
Okay. A swarm of these gnarly looking bugs come swarming up. You know them as devil flies.
Great.
And they just start swarming the creature. And as it just continues to walk because it doesn't feel pain. What's its maximum walking speed? What's its speed? Should probably be 30.
10.
It has 10?
You put it in as 10. They're kind of quicker than zombies,
Just
though, if I
running.
remember.
Are they?
Yeah.
I can mess with
20,
that later.
20 maybe?
So it takes 6 damage.
Okay.
6 piercing damage, which it might be resistant to.
Let me see. Where would it say?
Damage resistance. And
Okay.
just
Just under the AC. It
Yeah,
should
we
say
could just
resistance.
make-
Yeah.
it is resistant?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 damage
My
to its
bad.
health. And it continues to walk.
Yeah, I want it to go all the way across.
Another, let's say, 20 feet. Let's
You
be
want me to
kind.
roll again or no?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, actually, yes, do.
Dexterity,
Dexterity.
or whatever.
Ooh.
16 now.
16? Okay, this time it takes 9 damage
it's starting to stack.
as they just keep attacking and ripping into him.
Divided by 2?
4?
Cut
or
in
does
half
it go
would
to
be
3?
4.
Four.
You always go higher. Round up.
Evans rolls.
As it continues.
Roll again or no?
Yep.
10.
Okay. Alright, so, and only 4 piercing damage. This time, the flies have
Take another 4.
swarmed. Yeah, but it doesn't matter now. The flies have swarmed the shit out of it and pushed it enough that it slips, flips, and falls right over the edge of the bridge.
Can
And
it
just.
catch itself with its...
That was the
Mind.
dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay.
And it just. And where your light is, you can see
Well,
it
I
as the
can-
flies keep
I
swarming.
can
and it just,
feel it. Do I eventually,
it,
does it go?
you wait,
Yeah, how long?
Still feel it.
and you wait for about, I'm gonna say probably 3 to 4 minutes
That's a deep hole.
before when it hits, it ceases connection. You feel nothing. It died.
I rolled a 15 for investigation.
15? Okay. You do notice that there is, on the left of the chasm against the wall, there is a small ledge that runs the entire length of the chasm. You could essentially shimmy, though you are not protected, but you could shimmy across it.
Guys, I could shimmy, but I'm not protected.
I don't know. You're kind of a bulky dude. I don't know if you shimmying would be really a good idea.
You could also be really cool and hang.
There may be
so what,
a rogue among us who is fit for the job.
On the side of the walls, there's a ledge?
There's a
one
ledge.
wall. There's a ledge. Just wide enough, maybe like a foot across. Just wide enough to like.
Do any of you magic-y people have like a bubble spell that you could put on me, like a shield?
Well, if you fall, he could
Doubt me.
telekinesis you.
Could you? I thought telekinesis was only like 30 pounds. I could be wrong.
Technically.
He telekinesed me
We
over a
fucked it.
ship.
For the purpose of this,
We did.
for the purpose of this dungeon, no.
Yeah.
You will not be able to save anybody from that pit.
I do have a pair of rocket boots that enable me to fly for up to 24 hours.
You do not.
Not yet.
You could.
So, do we even see anything across this bridge?
Yes. You see an opening to the rest of. It's the only opening that leads further.
I could full out sprint
You
forward.
can summon bugs, can't you? What if you summoned enough bugs to fight the other bugs?
Bugception.
Or fire. I've seen you create suns.
Orbs.
Well, assuming we can rest if and when we get out of here, I don't mind using my ring's abilities for a little bit.
You're who what?
I can put you guys in a soul box and then just dimension door to the next portal.
I don't know if that's a good
What?
idea.
How far? You gotta get the distance on Dimension Door. I don't know if it's 160 feet.
It's 300 feet.
Is it?
It's anywhere
Touche.
in vision.
Touche.
Within
I don't know if I
range.
wanna
So you
ride
could
shot
absolutely do that.
the box.
But would you be able to get across that way?
Yeah, Dimension Door will.
Dimension door's range is 500 feet.
It's essentially teleportation. God, Buck, really?
hmm
That's awesome.
If that's the only way.
I gotta start giving that power to some of my bad guys. That's really good.
So, as Mav sees it, there's either we all try to. The only plus side to trying to shimmy across the wall would be that there's only one way to fall off instead of two, right? With the bridge, you've got either direction. I don't know if y'all are slippery enough to be able to do that.
I'm super
Or-
slippery.
We walk across the bridge and we deal with the bugs,
Can we fight our way across the bridge?
fight our way across the bridge, or we do your magic mumbo jumbo, whatever you were saying, and somehow appear over there.
Let me just make sure I have enough charges because that would completely tap us out because it's box, teleport, box,
Do you
Think
need a
that's-
I'd say
long
don't
or
do
a
that.
short rest?
long. And that's not really the concern. That just completely
They're
taps the
bugs.
ring
We
right
can
now.
fight bugs. It's fine.
We could dash across.
Run and gun.
You want to dash across?
When you
slippery
take
iron?
dash action, you gain extra movement for the current turn. It's basically double your speed.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
We could also dodge and keep moving forward.
How
Next
confident
turn.
are we that that's its only?
You can't dodge a swarm.
How confident are we that that's the only defense this bridge has? The bugs.
How far did he get across? Halfway?
80 feet.
About halfway. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's on the other half. Unless you want to send out something quicker. But that's going to tap you. Like, you're going to have to use
Can
something for
I
that.
use a cantrip minor illusion to make a little halfling run across?
Okay. You do so. We see the chasm.
Does anything come out for him?
Gets to the other side
Motherfucker.
and then disappears.
See, that was my idea.
So they're a little sophisticated that they know our bullshit.
What was that minor illusion?
hmm
Doesn't smell like a halfling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't taste like a halfling.
No,
These are animals. These aren't people.
I don't know. We have options, but it's kind of like, how do we want to do this efficiently
Mm-hmm.
and conservatively, I guess?
I mean, technically, I imagine I'm the most slippery out of all of us. If you want to send me across,
Do you want to try to hide and then go across? See what happens?
I didn't even think of that.
You should tie your rope, and we should hold on to you just in case.
Just an invisible, circle of rope. Okay, but the rope is only, 20 feet long, I think?
You could tie it to a railing.
Wait, what rope? Is it just
adventurer's
rope?
rope? It's
Oh.
50. It should be 50 feet. Everybody gets like
Yeah, it
adventurer's
is 50
kit.
feet rope. Okay.
You
Want
could.
to tie my rope to that
What is
too?
it? 160. Okay.
160.
Do we all have?
I have 50
Make
feet.
a really
You want
long
to tie
rope?
each other to each other?
Oh my
Essentially.
god! Like a mountain climbers.
I take my rope out of my inventory and tie it
You
around
should
my
go
waist.
in the front because you can
Okay.
fly, right? Right? Is that smart? Or
I
should
should
you
be
go
in
in
the
the back?
In the back.
I hand you my length of rope.
I want to summon Mr. Marbles in the doorway to hold me right now since I'm in the back.
Well, why doesn't he go first?
Can he even go across this bridge?
No, he's
Is it a
Yeah,
small
no, that's what I'm
bridge?
Too
saying.
big. Yeah, or he's too big.
So he'll be our brace. He'll be our anchor. There's nothing else.
Look, I'll go. I'll tell you if there's anything other than bugs. Just don't let go of the rope. And if you need to, like, tie more rope to it, do that.
Do I have any rope? That might be a good idea.
We all have
Probably
rope.
all have at least a bit of rope. You have like a fucking
With between Alex and I,
smorgasbord in
we've
that
got
bag.
100 rope, right? 100
Okay.
feet of rope.
Well, we could just tie our own sets of ropes to ourselves and then tie it to the railing as we go forward, like
But why would
connected.
we do that?
So if we
Because
get
if
thrown
we fall
over, we're
off,
connected,
Oh, okay.
like a rock climber.
Okay.
I take my rope back and I do that. I tie it.
I want to do the same and ready
Okay.
myself behind.
You
it.
tie it to
Okay.
what, the
But
railing?
then you can
Well-
only go 50 feet. It's
If you scoot
100
the
feet.
railing
No,
with you.
No, you
You
move
make like
it
a
along.
loop.
Oh. Okay.
Think of like a carabiner that you connect onto the railing
Mhm.
and you move it along with you. You do it a lot in zip lining.
Are you able to do that, or is it like a what is the railing?
So the way that I had it in my mind was that it was connected from the bones, and there were segments that
That's-
you would
'cause
that
that's
you would
what I
run
pictured.
into.
Right.
But I mean, I can say because I like the thought of this. Let's say there's like a hook, and you just hook it,
Okay.
and so if you fall, it would like, and it would just be a hook on there instead of a secure knot.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Okay.
a grapple. Like you know what? You're a rogue. Let's say you got a grapple hook.
All right.
And you can just hook it.
So
Not like a grapple gun, but
Is
like
the
yeah.
plan we're all gonna shimmy across now and run and gun?
Let
Or-
us shimmy across,
I don't either.
and we'll see if there's like any traps
Run
or
and gun.
anything.
Alex just takes off.
All right, I do this.
okay.
I
So you
start
gotta
across the
hide
bridge. Yes.
and then cross the bridge.
Ooh, that's not a good hide.
Here we go.
Try again.
Nine.
Fine, okay. So you hook it across and you look over this chasm that has light in it, but just I guess the light
It's
disappeared.
going.
Yeah.
You kept it going, and it's just dead.
You see like a single star.
Yeah, do you see
Yeah,
like
there's probably like
oh
down
my
like
God.
some light down there where you're like, ooh. And every once in a while it's like flickering because there's like things
Yeah.
going in front of it, and you make your way as your footsteps sort of echo in the chamber. You look back, you're getting further and further away from your team. You get about halfway across the bridge, and you hear them just, and the little star goes out.
Oh boy.
And suddenly, the swarm of devil flies.
Firebolt.
You want to firebolt?
The swarm.
Oh, okay,
I'll do it too.
very
It's a
good.
cantrip.
I was like,
All right, so go right ahead,
I'll start firing into
And
them.
and I want you to roll dexterity saving throw right now.
oh my fucking god.
Yep, there goes Mav. He was he was a
I
character.
think it was a 3.
8.
Do you have one?
Do you get advantage at all for any reason?
Saving. Wait, is this saving
She's
throw?
connected.
13.
Why'd you get a 13?
Because I rolled a 3. And I was adding my +5 here. See what I'm saying? So I rolled a 3.
She did her
added 5.
skill check
I did
versus
my
a
skill
saving
check
throw.
versus saving throw.
How do you
Okay,
do
so
that?
your actual
No,
roll
she
is
screwed
13.
My actual roll is 3.
Skill checks are
Plus
gonna be
10
lower.
Yeah.
was my
Excellent.
saving throw.
Okay, that's what I thought. That was a little low for a saving throw.
Yeah.
So you are able to, like, even though they start to bite and nip at you, which you are going to take.
I definitely hit him.
You're gonna take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 piercing damage as they are just
Should've
biting
done
the
Eldritch
shit.
Can you
fuck
do
out of
uncanny get dodge on that? Half it.
You can if you'd like to use uncanny dodge as your reaction.
I think she has unlimited
You
uses of uncanny dodge.
When an attacker
think it's a
that
reaction.
you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack damage.
It is your reaction that
Yeah.
you're using.
Mhm.
Yeah. So here it would be perfect for this. The only thing it would be bad for is if you're against 2 enemies and they each get an attack.
Because you can only use your reaction once, and then the next guy punches. But right now, it's
I'll use
just
uncanny dodge. So 5
half
5
it.
damage.
Yeah. You guys start slamming into this horde. Not hard to hit. It's right there. And so you see, like, boom, boom, there's, like, explosions of fire, burning bugs. You're like, and then you're getting across. Yeah, probably still cursing yourself for being in this ridiculous fucking situation.
Yeah,
but
most likely,
at the same time, probably kind of fun, right? I don't think Mav's ever had
So
this
are they
much fun.
flammable? Because they catch on fire with firebolt.
Yes,
They would catch
the
on
one
fire.
that's what I said, burning
Okay.
bugs are like falling because
Yes.
they're dying as soon as you're fucking hitting them. They're not really spreading the fire to each other. You're just killing all the ones that you're hitting. The swarm is decreasing. You continue. You get another 30 feet, and now you're getting further along. I want you to roll another dexterity saving throw for every 30 feet you go.
So, do you want to run after him now?
Yeah, I want to full out sprint, start running
Eight.
after.
You and I can teleport
Piercing
together.
damage.
Alex will go
Did
Can I
you get a
teleport?
natural one?
with Far Step. I can take somebody.
Okay.
Or Dimension
Hey, that's
Door.
what I love.
I hate it. I
So
crit fail.
you flack, boom, boom, the explosions, and then just as the swarm almost picks you up off your feet. They're just tugging at your
Oh,
flesh,
my God.
and you tip over the edge. But you are holding on by the rope. They are not intelligent enough to attack the rope. They're just going for the meat. So now you are just dangling there as they are just feasting.
Headhunter,
Can I-
you got her?
Yeah, I want to
Him?
full out sprint.
I
to
gotta
her.
keep forgetting that.
Boom, 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 boom. Another swarm
I
comes
start
up for
firing
you.
around me.
They're bugs.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
We keep throwing cancer.
All right, you guys are really starting to decrease the swarm. The swarm around you is down to about half power. Yours is still at full. I want you to roll
You're
dexterity
running
saving
across?
throw.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to pull me up.
I'm gonna use Indomitable and reroll because I was in that one.
I got this.
Dex 16.
Excellent. So you're able to, as you keep going, and they're ripping at your skin. You take
My movement's
8
also 40, not 30.
Oh, well, good for you. You take 8 piercing damage, and in one turn you are already. You could go past
Which is
that
half
if you want.
because my armor.
Piercing.
Piercing defense.
Yes, they can't get through the ballistics as
I
well.
think he's trying to pick up Mav.
I'm
I know,
gonna.
I'm giving. You're all evil, so I'm
Yeah.
giving you the option. If you want to go past.
Oh
that,
no!
go
I
to
want.
the
I
other
want to
side.
start pulling.
All right,
Mav
so
up.
you can. You're like as the bugs are biting the shit out of your face, and you can look up and you see Alex just as he's lifting up your thing. Bugs are still attacking him, but he's just lifting the fucking rope up as you start to go up. The swarm is now at half strength for you, so you only take 2 piercing damage as they're biting the shit out of you. However, the 2 swarms have now combined, so now is that
Oh my god.
swarm and a half. So now we got 3d6 that we're going to use. Do you guys want to go across?
No, we want to provide. I want to provide
Keep
cover.
slamming
Yeah.
those things. Okay, all right. So you keep
Plus,
slamming
it
them.
feels like every time someone else goes across, a new swarm.
new
It's
swarm.
masturbates.
It's almost like this is hell or something. So you are able to get up. Do you guys keep moving?
I say we
Yeah.
look it. Yeah.
All right. So you're keeping the hook as it's rattling against the bones.
Think of how loud this room is right
going,
now.
going, as the bugs are just
Stealth is out of the picture.
and you guys get another 30, 40 feet. Mav can only go 30 feet, so they're only at 30. And
Thinking a dog is laying there just because.
It's my bag.
Yeah, and that's where Jackie always lays.
14 halved to 7 for both of you of piercing damage, and both of you make dexterity saving throws.
Ooh, 20.
24.
Nice, you guys are fucking solid. These things are trying. Now, I'm going to say take away another d6 because you guys are picking away at them. Now it's only 2d6, and this is the last stretch. I haven't been keeping count, but I'm just going to fucking say that it is. Roll your dexterity saving throws. They're going to bite you.
Ooh, nat 20 plus 5.
8 halved to 4.
19.
19. All right, so you guys both, because you fucking rolled natural 19s, nat 20. You get to the end, you do backflips or something. I don't know. You're fucking
Somersault high 5.
You're like, yes, fuck yeah, and you're just pumped, and you slide into home as the bugs. As soon as you reach the other side,
They just go away.
they go back into the They leave you alone and go back in the chamber. But you're nipped, you're cut, you're bleeding a little bit. There's some dead ones on you. There's one jammed in your armor, still trying to eat its way in. You just crush it and
Hey,
throw
man.
it down.
That was your favor.
Ah, I like it.
That's as close to a thank you as you're gonna get from Mav. Just
With your nasty no-lipped mouth.
Oh, thank God. Thank who?
So,
Astride.
you two, now, your hands smoking from blasting these things, kind of are just looking at each other because you're on the other side. Like that sure looked like it sucked.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
We just dimension door across.
Yeah.
Because you can take another creature of your size.
Only one though. So
Only
it makes
one.
sense.
Okay. So we had to do what we just
So
did.
you guys are like, yes. Like, Alex coughs up one of the
Some
bugs.
blood.
You're just like, yeah, and then. And they go walking through a doorway on this side, and Mr. Marbles is left.
Oh.
Because he's way over there. As you crumble into ashes or to, bits.
Bits.
Why didn't you do that before?
I can only take one person with me.
But did you just tap out your ring?
No.
You couldn't have done the boat thing where you take one person, leave them, come back to grab another person.
That would have tapped me out. And that would only have gotten me back one way.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, what do we
The
see?
bridge chamber has been passed. You get on.
We're evil.
You go through the next tunnel. Again, this all looks man-made or fiend-made, as it's not natural looking. It all looks.
That's
smooth-
it. The series is over.
You get to your next room. This is a room with a big iron statue of a horned devil.
That's gonna reanimate.
That's what you're looking at. The statue is looking at his left hand, which is open, and raising his right hand high above his head. One eye of the devil is missing. There are two paths leading out of this room. One going this way and one going that way.
Pikachu.
Can fiends, devils,
doesn't
and
die,
demons
he'll be here
become
next time.
zombies?
There's only one way to try that. You should give that a shot.
Yeah.
But
Still gotta pee him, but he's on his way.
there are two paths leading out of this room. There is a plaque at the statue's base that reads in Infernal. Knowledge is a weapon to be used and never discarded.
Knowledge is power.
As we look upon our fellows, we must claim our weapons and reach further than them all.
Hold on.
These two other chambers are open and available to you whenever.
Left or right?
Please.
You want me to repeat it?
Yes.
Okay. Knowledge is a weapon.
Slower.
Knowledge is a weapon to be used and never discarded. As we look upon our fellows, we must claim our weapons and reach farther than them all.
I think they want us to give him our weapons.
And reach further.
And reach farther than them all. Behind this large statue is a massive iron doorway that seems very fucking closed. The other two passageways are open.
Do you think we should put our weapons in his hand?
Give a weapon to the creature.
Okay.
Is his hand open? You described.
One, his
So
left
He's
hand.
looking
his
at his-
left hand is open. His right hand is also open and above his head. So he's standing. That's why I picked this. To see how he's like that.
Just like that.
And his head is kind of like looking this way.
I want to carefully approach the statue.
Okay.
Nothing happens?
Nothing. Oh no. Yeah, you're able to get right up to the statue. No issues whatsoever.
I want to take out Carlos' cannon and put it on his hand.
You put it on his left hand, and his hand closes around it, and he throws it at you. And it's one bludgeoning damage as it whacks you in the face.
Do you
Just
have
bang.
any books? Any useless books?
Actually, it hits your
Ah.
helmet, right? Yeah, you're okay. So it's,
Alright.
it's like,
Do you have any discarded ones?
I think I had something in my inventory, but I think I wrote down I gave it to you.
What
Matt.
kind of things can you grow? Give him your hand. Yes.
No, I was gonna say, do you have any useless books on you? Because that's what they're asking about. Would Matt have any like
Yeah, I gave
shitty
you.
novels,
What?
shitty hell romance novels or something?
You gave me
Let
the
me see what
one
he's
that
From the
taught
deep
me
speech.
Gauss.
The Lonely
Yeah.
Fiend or something. Like,
I would have
You know?
ooh, this is a great read.
I wasn't thinking so.
That's like a knowledge.
but
book.
why the fuck not, right?
All right.
We're gonna give the deep speech journal that we took from the gate. No, not the gazer, the beholder.
Ah,
Right.
very good.
Mav is slowly pulling out a romance novel and seeing that y'all have a book just for incidentally.
So you place the Geis book that you learned.
Oh,
Geis
that's where it
from.
was.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. And you place it in the left hand.
Sure.
Okay.
Open.
You place it in the left hand. The open hand, yes.
No, the book open.
The book is open.
Okay.
Okay, you open the book and place it in his hand. And he shuts the book,
Alex dies.
and it sets on fire. And just...
Maybe it's because he can't see it.
you just destroyed something.
We both know the spell, so it's fine.
Okay.
I was sick. Mav is very grateful that he didn't lose his romance novel to this.
So is his the statue's eyes normal? What were you
One eye
Wait a
is-
second. Wait a second.
Put the gem
Come
in.
here.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
We're gonna stand in front of the statue, Esther and I. I give Esther all of my weapons.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
No.
Give me my weapons back.
What if we have to give him? What if we have to give him our most valuable weapon?
As we
that?
look upon our fellows, makes me think it has to do something with interpersonal stuff. Claim our weapons and reach farther than them all. How long are our weapons?
We'll look behind us.
What?
What does the doorway look like that we
So
walked
the
into?
doorway that you came from, it's still open. It's still available. There's that doorway, and then there's a path leading right here, and a path leading behind him this way, and then there's a big iron door right here. And that's it. There's nothing like in this room.
I'm gonna roll to hide.
Okay. You do. So. The
Noses.
statue does not know where you are.
Noses who gives their valuable weapon.
I'm gonna take out my own
No
eye.
one
I'm
cares.
gonna scoop out one of my eyes and I'm gonna put it in its head.
Fuck me. Okay.
Oh yeah, because you can replace it.
You,
No, she can't.
Yes, I
You
can.
lose the ability.
you take
The left one. Wait,
Yeah,
whatever
that-
one's missing.
that's
I
an
guess.
eye. You take 10 piercing damage as you rip into your own eyeball.
I'm just
Oh.
silently
And tear it
staring
from
there.
your face.
You're watching this happen.
Mav's like,
That's half to 5.
Yeah, half to 5.
And you place your eyeball in the slot where his eyeball is missing.
Nothing happens.
Well, it says
And-
it looks upon its fellows or whatever. So, oh shit. Hold on.
I can't regrow eyes.
I just killed my character. Hold on.
Okay. And the eye sizzles and melts and turns into ash.
Bro, come on.
That's
Fuck
dedication.
you! It's not the key. I jammed my eyeball into a lock.
Headhunter, come
It's
here.
destroyed. Oh fuck you!
Can we try the jewels? The
The
gems?
jewels. Which jewel do you put into its eye?
Red.
The red jewel. That is the up arrow.
I have it. You're not getting it.
Alright,
Okay.
then the blue.
I've got it. You're not getting it.
Fuck me then.
Are you investigating the eye?
Yeah.
Roll investigation.
Mav is like
6.
20 plus
6.
hiding.
What?
Mav is 20 plus hiding.
Okay.
Like
the
18
statue has
plus
no
5.
idea where you are.
Well, no, I'm gonna go
Neither-
stick my head in the in one of the corridors.
Okay, Alex, as you're kind of scooping the remnants of Astride's eye out of the hole, you notice that there is a slot in the back, like something is supposed to be like placed in there.
So the key's somewhere.
Something is supposed to be inserted in
Hey,
there.
guys,
It looks
There's 2 rooms.
it looks almost mechanical. You stick your head down one of the corridors. Which one? This one or that one?
This one.
This one?
This
Okay.
Or that one.
Make sure this is right.
Na, 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 na.
Okay. You look, and it's just a long 30-foot hallway leading to a solid iron door at the end. This is going to be what's at the end, but there's
Is
a
your eye
long
back yet?
30-foot
Oh, I need to find
hallway.
an eye from someone.
just straight
Uh,
down, and an iron door without any lock on it at the end.
I go and try to push the
I'm
door
taking
open.
Carla Lily, or
like-
not Carla Lilies, but Cuba.
The Underboss.
You go
like
down
like if the wind were to blow it open, I kind of try to
the
push
door
it
at the
like
end of the
that.
hall.
Yeah.
Okay, you get about halfway down the hallway, and you hear,
Okay.
and I want you to roll a DC. I'm sorry, a dexterity
So
saving.
Mav's
throw.
gonna die again.
Safe. You said
What's up? Yeah, dexterity saving.
16.
16, nice. So you,
I would have died.
uh,
Yeah, I think I'm a negative. Dexterity.
11 piercing damage, cut in half to 6 piercing damage, cut in half again because you succeeded. You only take 3 piercing damage as blades are slung from the ceiling. They kind of just, and you just like, and they just sort of cut you a little bit as you like dodge them, just kind of like slicing across your shoulder a little bit by your collarbone. But you're good. And you get to the doorway. You push it over very slightly. Or no, I'm sorry. You get to the door, and this door, though it does not look as though it is locked, it is indeed locked. But it feels like you could get it open if you just like fucking slam it a little bit.
Lockpick it.
Speak friend and enter.
Okay. I go back to the crew.
Okay. The trap is already triggered, so
Yeah.
you're fine. The blades are just jammed into the walls and the floor.
Pop back into existence. Down that corridor, there's a locked door, but I think we could brute force it. But I also almost got stabbed a lot.
What about the other hallway?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want me to go down both? I can only be in one place at once.
I didn't realize you did
Roll
it.
the
You kind of
hide
just, you disappeared.
Just in the middle of Esther's.
9 plus 5, 14 to hide.
In the middle of your conversation, while Matt is talking to you, he points down at the floor and you look for a second, you look up and Matt is gone. And you're like, And so, Matt, you go to the next corridor.
Yes, I go to the next fucking corridor.
You look down this corridor and it's a 30-foot hallway just like the last one, but the floor is literally just lava. It is a 30-foot little river of molten lava slowly sort of moving towards the room. Hot as fuck, bright, it's awful.
I come back and pop into existence, like, right here, behind Esther. I'm like, it's literally lava.
Guys, I really think we should use the jewel for his eye. It looks like it takes some kind of key.
Yeah, but these are up and down buttons.
We could always hotwire the magic elevator of hell.
Why don't you just stick your finger in there and push the mechanism?
Your finger wouldn't fit. It's almost like a coin.
My
How
finger
small
wouldn't
it is.
fit.
Stick one of the magic knives.
They have them now.
Do I?
Do we?
Try
You
lockpicking his
I
eye.
do.
Okay, you want to try to lockpick his eye?
Knowledge is power. Shut up. Shut up, book nerd.
Fuck you.
Would it take a charge to bring out a few zombies?
Yeah, but if we need it, we can.
I mean, now might be a good time to have just backup people to send down hallways. And
I need to
Lava
use the bathroom.
hallways.
She says while you pick one of the blades out of your shoulder.
I need to use the bathroom, but use the.
Hey man, have fun.
Shut up. Give me 2 seconds.
Do you need help? Is that what you're telling us?
Zombie box.
alright, I don't know how many are in there, so you can just pick a random number.
Say 15 zombies.
Alright.
Because I'm pretty sure you've like filled it, if I remember correctly.
One of the zombies, I want to open its skull, and I'm going to take the brain out and put it in the hand.
Okay, you take the new autopsy blade, cuts through its head like
Very
butter,
quickly. Quicker
And-
than normal.
and you're able to scoop out its brain. As soon as you do, it falls. You go over, you just and not giving a fuck as it just falls. Place it in the open hand. Kind of just melts to nothing.
You should put your wand in there.
My wand?
Your stick.
You said it's coin. It's like a coin slot?
In his hand.
I'm not putting
Its
that
eye.
in
Its
its
eye.
hand.
Can
The
I
hand
see,
is just open.
can I see the back of the button, Jem?
This is our only way up. So,
I want to look at the back of the gem. What does it look like?
Okay. Is this the up one or the down one?
it's the up one.
Okay, the up one, it looks like very similar to what's in the eyeball itself.
So it would definitely fit.
Who's to say if we don't take the down arrow and flip it upside down, it won't work as an up?
Ooh.
That's clever. Okay. Why didn't we think about that? Why didn't we just switch them?
I'm gonna shove it in his eye.
So you want to take the down arrow?
Let's
If I look at the down arrow,
Blue is
what is
always
the back
good.
of
Well,
that?
hold on. What did you want to do? Because he just said something. You want to just put it in and see if it works?
Mhm.
Alright. So you take the up arrow, and and it fits. And you back up, and it and turns to ashes. It did fit,
Give me yours.
but it
No.
turned into ashes.
If we need an arrow to go up, then we've got to hold on to one of these.
I'm sure we can hotwire it.
He said that like 3 times.
That's the down arrow. That's not the up arrow.
But you can
I know,
flip
but
it
if we go
upside
back to
down.
the panel, if we flip
You
this...
don't know that. But this
You
one
don't
did,
know
This
that.
one did fit, and they have the exact same back.
This one fit.
Just
You can see the back of that gem is the exact same
It's
as
the,
the
sa-
other
it's
one.
the exact same.
Mav tentatively gives him the down arrow. He's not happy about it.
I want to jump up there and jam it in his eye socket.
Jump up there and jam it into his eye socket. And there is like a
It turns to ash.
locking mechanism.
A locking mechanism?
Yep, and it's now the down gem, and it's fine.
Now put something in his hand.
I only had one eye.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
don't
put-
want
Astride's
to
standing there bleeding from an eye hole.
Now I'm going to put Carlos Cannon in his hand.
You put Carlos Cannon in his hand?
Mhm.
Okay,
That is
you
like
put
a-
Carlos Cannon in his hand, and he... And it just smashes into pieces.
Damn it.
I didn't break it the first time, I'm breaking it this time.
Oh, it didn't work.
I was trying to be nice the first time, but you saw him destroy everything he put in it.
Well, now he's got something in his eye.
Now put your next favorite weapon in there.
I'm going to put the Carthus revolver in his hand.
And...
Well, I'm beat.
Alex just sits in his hand.
My balls!
Oh, my balls!
Always wanted to have my hands crushed.
Uh,
So what's next?
Well then.
As Alex is dying. Do we go down the other doorway?
the
Hallway?
first hallway was trapped, but I triggered it, so you should be good. But the door needs to be like really firmly pulled open.
I have a
I can
siege
firmly
creature.
pull it open.
The second hallway is literally lava.
You have
He
a sea
will,
turtle?
he will not fit down that hallway.
Oh, really?
hmm A lot of these chambers are too small for him.
You have a
The
sea
room
turtle?
itself, maybe, but not the hallway to get there.
I want to go down that first hallway.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go check it out then.
You head down. You can see that there are blades jammed into the walls and the floor, some of which have blood on them, and you just sort of go past that, and you get to this iron door at the end that is...
I want to pull it open with all my might.
Okay, roll for strength.
All his might.
14 plus 6, 20.
Okie dokie. I would like you to roll Constitution saving throw for me.
I'm telling you right now. you don't
18
wanna bump.
plus 11.
You son of a bitch! Alright.
What?
I still get to roll these.
He's a little baby fox, though.
Mm-hmm.
What about Skunky? He's only 300. Look at him.
Are you looking to buy a fox?
A skunk.
That's stupid. They're
No.
not pets.
It's just gonna spray you.
I'll degland him. What about baby hedgehog? $125.
What website are you looking at? That these are all there.
Undergroundreptiles.com.
That sounds so shady.
I swear it's legit. You could have that for $125.
32 lightning damage cut in half.
What?
Which I guess we will
What
say
did
is
you
like
do?
16.
You
Okay.
open the door.
16
Oh.
lightning damage as Alex rips open the door, snapping a this like metal thing that was on it. Just and just as he's about to be like, I did, boom! It just blasts him with lightning.
Can it throw me all
He
the
goes
way
across,
through?
just and he picks up the blades that were on the floor, just jammed into his back as you're like.
Is the door open?
It's open. It's open now, and you just stand up a little toasty with some blades in your armor. But you're
I
good
think
to
I
go.
shit myself.
He says all the way down there. But the door's open.
That's what tanks are for.
It is a large square room. Right here. If you guys are in it now. Blah, 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 blah.
Bootleg
Blah, 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 blah. Look at
It's
this.
not bootleg.
As you guys go into
He's
this
just
room,
Pikachu.
and there is a
Bootleg.
small. We'll use sneak for it. It's not actually sneak.
Sneak!
Oh, Sneak!
Stop it.
What you
There's
doing
a
here?
small imp statue in the center of this room. The walls slant upward, all meeting at a point, essentially making this room like a pyramid. There's a statue in the center that resembles a humble imp. His head is bowed and his tail is up over his head. He holds both a sword and a spear balanced
weapon.
in his open hands. The weapons are completely made of iron. They look like more like decorations than actual weapons. They are the same coloration as the statue.
Statue.
In the room.
Weapon statue. I want to pick up
Just
both
keep
weapons.
those right there. I'm just gonna keep all those.
Why are you putting damage dice on the side when we just entered this pyramid room with the statue with weapons?
What eyeball did the statue accept?
The
Down
down.
arrow.
Okay.
You know,
You do
obviously.
You do still have like 15 zombies in that other room, by the way.
Yeah, they can stay there
Okie dokie.
until we need them.
All right, so you are just in this room. Here's the thing.
I'm gonna roll investigation.
Okay, I want you to roll investigation.
12. 10. 10. No, 12.
10 or 12?
My passive is 10. I rolled a 12. I thought my passive was gonna be higher.
Was it 12 plus anything?
12 plus 0.
Does anyone else?
I'll do
I'll
it.
roll. Yeah.
I like that you're doing it, though. I appreciate you doing this. But if anybody else is specializing in this, this is
17.
23.
time to. Okay, that's what we're looking at. So
I
Alex begins,
smell the ground.
Alex begins to look around, and he's like, "You know something's burning.
I stepped
That's right.
past him.
You know something. Something is."
Oh, it's me.
Oh,
He's on
you.
fire.
You're still a little smoldering. So you go past as you're looking around. Who rolled the 20? Something?
23.
You? Okay.
Mm.
Two things. You notice that there is on one of the walls. There's a small opening about 1 inch long and 1 inch wide, just a little square.
Perfect.
It is definitely man-made, obviously, as it is perfect square.
Glory hole.
Looking in, you can see what
What are you
looks to
digging
be a
in your
small
hands?
switch
That's a good idea.
that you can flip. You notice that as you look at the kind of imp statue that you're sort of investigating, you see that there's a seam around his it looks like his head can be repositioned
He's got a neck seam.
and the tail can be repositioned.
It's a slot machine.
Oh god, I want to do something, but I'm gonna.
Do you flip the switch and do you futz with the imp?
Pups.
There's a switch over here.
Want me to flip it?
Yeah, go for it.
Push your dick in it.
You
See what
just
happens.
reach in there and you just don't give a fuck. You just reach in there and flick it.
Alex is gonna die by hitting this from like the objects in the room, like doors. Not an
No,
enemy.
stop. Put those dice down.
I'm just beginning. So you flick the
9,
switch.
10.
Suddenly,
20, 30, 60.
there is writing that begins to scrawl across the walls. Here's what the writing says, all in Infernal.
Oh, Christ.
So you guys just sees like horrible red gibberish, but for you guys,
Is it good? Is it good?
Are we winning?
death, death, death. It says this: the imp gives freely that which you desire,
Ooh. Glory hole.
but fickle is his mind, and quick is his ire.
Ooh, he's gonna cut off your hand if you grab for it.
Lower his pride,
Glory hole.
and his mind goes higher,
Piote.
lest you be in a place most dire.
We're in hell.
I
More dire.
read this, turn to the imp, kind of like whatever the demonic version of crossing themselves would be, I guess.
Just upside down.
Just upside down, you know.
Wait.
I take his tail and I try to turn it downwards.
Okay, you take the tail and just like looking at everybody else, like and everyone else is kind of looking at you. And the tail lowers, and nothing happens. It's perfectly fine. You actually, when you lower the tail, you hear it like you did with the statue.
Can we
It's
take his
like a
weapon?
locking
Can we
mechanism.
take his head?
If you are gonna take anything, I suggest doing it with agility because he might swing that sword at you real fast.
Go for it. Head on her.
I think you have the most agility. What should I take? What should we take off of him?
How about
Can
you
I-
both try to take
Why are
at
you
the same
looking at
time?
me like that?
The original riddle said something about knowledge is the weapon.
Knowledge is a weapon to be
Well, he
used
has a
and
spear
never
and a sword.
destroyed.
His head. Take his head.
All right, I'm gonna go over to his head
You want to try and pop it off?
and quickly pop it off.
You grab it, and as you move it, it can move up or down, but it can't really come
Can
off
it twist?
unless you. It's made of iron.
Uh,
You want it, so you start twisting it as you move it. Up and, I want you to roll
I
strength.
guess the head isn't the weapon.
Well,
19
I didn't get to write down
plus
the whole riddle.
plus 6,
As you go,
25.
it jams up, and you hear, and it locks in. And then do you
like a rocket?
like?
Engaged.
both of the weapons drop to the floor, but you don't really notice them, and you start really throwing to the head, and it starts to. Now the weapons are available, but you are slowly snapping it, and as you see him ripping the head off, you notice at the top of the pyramid this blue glow, and this lightning starts. Very similar to the lightning that fucked his ass across the map. And he's just the green veins. He is not paying attention. And as you guys pick up the weapons, and you snap it right off, and you're like, "Whoo!" Like, God dang!
Headhunter!
Headhunter! And the top of the pyramid starts to intensely glow.
Grab a weapon and run.
The door slams shut.
No!
The door slams shut. No, you broke the door. You didn't try to open it. You
You're
snapped
right.
it. So the door goes and as you guys are running, like everybody, as you were, I assume, quickly exiting this room, everybody make dexterity saving throws.
Holy shit.
15.
17.
23.
Hold on, who got what? 17?
17.
23?
15.
15?
15.
15, okay.
I wasn't the lowest dex score for once.
Woohoo!
Did you grab the... Everyone grabbed the
grabbed
weapon.
the
Okay. Let's put all the twos together. Not a whole lot of twos. That's not good. Let's put all the fives together. That's a good number. All the sixes, 3 and the 4. All right.
When your party doesn't understand your riddles.
67.
It's definitely the head.
I would like to ask at the end of this game, what was the answer to all these riddles?
40 lightning damage. Not halved, because for you guys 20 lightning damage.
Do I get inspiration for this?
No.
Wait, who gets 20, who gets 40?
They get 20, you two get 40 lightning damage as
Damn.
this blue ball atop just lets loose hellish lightning upon
We
you.
haven't fought anything
And
yet.
you all get thrown from the room, similar to how Alex was. You're just like, ah, fuck, and you're just steaming. Alex, you've held on.
The head is actually... The eyes are glowing inside the head statue. I'm just, like, paralyzed in the corner of the room right now.
Well, no, you two were able to make it out. You're all able to make it out. It's just you got hit way harder.
In the ass.
Yeah, and as you leave
Got
the room,
rocketed.
because you took the hand with you and broke it, you hear it as it let loose its charge. You hear it, and it's charging up again.
Yeah, but we're out.
Yeah, well, you better get the fuck away.
Let's keep
so
getting
you guys
it.
all
Get
haul
away
ass
from the
away from it
corridor, yeah.
as you can hear it
That's just gonna happen for all time.
forever.
So the city has been using so much more energy than normal.
Good thing you turned the tail though, because it would have been worse. So
Oh, well,
yeah,
that's
well,
good.
good.
turn the tail and pick up
That's
the
what
head.
I was going to do next.
That was the puzzle. He did it, but then he snapped it off because that's what he wanted to do.
You
So-
wanna do
Okay.
it?
We have the weapons.
So you have a iron spear and an iron sword.
And a head.
Put the spear in
Then you have the iron head.
Put the spear in the guy's hand because the
Your head
thing
holder.
says we
Why
must
do I
give our
always have
to
weapons
do
this?
and reach
Which,
further.
which now, when you do this, you guys just got to specify which hands you're putting all of your stuff in. Which hand you want the sword in, or what was you putting in?
Okay,
the
so he's holding a sword already, right?
No, he's both of his hands are open.
Oh, both.
He's like this.
Spear on top, sword on bottom.
No,
Well,
the weapons
if he had a
used and
spear-
now discarded.
What side
Yeah,
is his
that I don't
thumb on the
understand.
top?
So we our fellows.
His thumb's probably like this, and he's like this.
I say there's a sword
And
on
you
top.
have the down eye in here. You want to put the sword in the right hand?
Yeah.
Okay, so you place the iron sword in the right hand, and his hand grips it. And
He stabs you.
I want you to make a dexterity saving throw as he throws the sword towards the nearest target, which is you.
A 19, nat 19,
Okay.
plus 5.
Oh, nat 19. You're
Hey,
yeah.
Esther.
You just boom, and it actually goes into the imp statue's head as you.
All right, let me try the spear now.
Esther, can you look around this room? You found whatever happened last time. I think
You want me to just investigate this room when Alex is screwing around with the weapons?
Yes, please.
I'll do that.
Maybe there's another light switch.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Or another.
Well, we still didn't do the lava room.
But we can't now.
There's still a lot of
Ground lava.
All right.
Can I put the sword in the hand now, or whatever I didn't do last time? The spear.
You want to put the spear in the right hand?
Mhm,
Okay.
But I want to brace myself.
You put the spear in the right hand, and you hear like a locking mechanism.
I think I did it. Now, should I put the sword in his left hand?
The sword is it's still there. I said it went into the imp's head, but I just make that for
Should I
Well,
put
now
the
the
hand?
imp's head is stuck there, you know what I mean?
No, you can, Alex, come, and you rip it out.
And I hear lightning in the background.
That's like a PTSD, you know, every time you see lightning.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, do you want to put the
Thunderclap.
sword in his left hand?
Yeah, I want to put the sword in the left
It's been
hand
a while.
and
You put
brace
the sword
myself.
in his left hand. The sword then and bends in his hand, and he drops it, and there is a pulse, like a wave that hits all of you.
Maybe I should nap.
You are now all cursed. You are officially cursed. I want you
Great.
to put down in notes for all of you that you have disadvantage on every attack that you make until I say otherwise.
What kind of attack?
Any attack. So if you have a ranged spell attack, you're at disadvantage.
Yeah, but some of them just do. That's why.
That's fine.
Okay,
Those
okay.
aren't affected. Alex is super the most fucked. Alex and Talia are the most fucked for this. You have disadvantage on every attack.
Great.
And he drops the sword. The sword is now bent and like ruined.
Fucking perfect.
I'm gonna do it again. No. I say it's time, guys. I feel really weird, but I say it's time to do the lava room. I don't know what the lava room is.
So you go to that hallway and it's just a hallway of lava, and you're like, oh, that's what he meant by lava.
Is there anything other than lava and wall?
Nope.
Can any of you guys?
It is 5 feet across.
Mhm.
It is. Maybe
And there's
only,
a door at the other
6
end?
feet high, and then, or maybe 7 feet high for the ceiling, and then just lava.
And there's a door at the
There's a
end.
door at the end, iron door at the end.
Are
Are
you
you
guys-
guys glowing red at the bottom because there's lava right next
Can
to
I-
it?
Are you guys fireproof?
Can I cast Cone of Cold into the lava?
I have fire.
You want to cast Cone of Cold? Okay. So you and start blasting as the ice sort of starts combating the lava and slamming into it, but it just and just has no effect. It will not stop this
I
lava.
have resistance against fire, but I'm also at half health, so I would really rather not. Just
Yeah.
fucking
We should all
walk.
take a nap, right?
That was a bad one, huh?
we should all just take a nap right now.
That
Take
was
a nap
everything
in
else.
the
And like I
big
said,
room?
we haven't fought anything.
Uh-uh.
We're sitting here like.
This is a dungeon, baby.
We're
It's
gonna
all
go
trap.
sleep in the
Nap
statue.
time, guys.
Nap time
I'm
in the
not feeling
statue
so
room.
good.
This is what people do when they want you to be hurt before you face them. Put you through dungeons.
If Astride can watch over us, we could take a nap.
While you
You
bring
want to take an 8-hour nap?
that heals you, right?
Yeah,
Does a short rest heal?
I don't know. I only know.
I don't know.
You would
Yeah.
have- I would say that you would have to open up your thing. I would not advise you to do a long rest here.
Oh, we
I
could
would
do
advise
that.
you to
That
open
is.
your portal.
Yeah, I mean, we can always just come right back.
Um,
Is that going to piss off Arthur?
you will. Okay, let me.
Let's
let
just
me,
continue.
Let me do this. If you do that, you will be fine. You can continue through the dungeon. You will lose your target. She will no longer be here.
Ooh, well, that's okay,
The
right?
Underboss would.
No.
What's the point of
She
coming
would,
back?
she would bring with her all the magic items. You would lose everything that the boss has. But you would be able to continue through the dungeon itself if you wanted to get to the end. But there would be no big epic reward at the end.
No, we need to stay here then. It's not worth
This
it.
is why you want to look into healing items when you're not. You know. Which I mean plenty of healing items. But not
All right. Well, yeah. No, I guess we can just truck on through.
How many zombies do you have?
14 now.
Will you send one into the fire so we can see how combustible they are?
Yeah, I want to see if there's actually like glass or something above it, some kind of magical thing we can just walk through. So I'm gonna send one down the hallway.
Okay.
I want to see what happens.
I don't.
Okay.
I mean, I just
So
fired
you send
ice cone at it.
a zombie,
And it went into it.
I think so.
and it is a 30-foot hallway. By the time it walks into the lava and it starts walking, and you can see it eating at its foot.
Just one I had.
But it only takes 3 damage. 1d6.
All the way?
Fire damage, yeah.
And he gets over to the other side.
Huh.
Burns its feet, but it's standing there.
Is it like this much lava then? How deep is it?
He went almost like calf deep.
You're a dude.
Not like that. That's
Fire
deep lava.
resistance,
I
yeah.
was gonna say you and I have fire resistance,
Oh, no,
but you probably have more.
Shove
health
my
than I
hand
do.
in it.
You shove your hand in it, and
You lose your hand.
You take 3 damage. 3
Minus 2.
3 like
Does it hurt?
yeah, it's 3 fire damage. It hurts like fuck.
Well, I have
She's
fire
resistant.
resistance.
Oh,
Okay.
It does 3 fire damage. It burns you more than it's supposed to.
does anybody have a canoe? Is there a platform before the door, or is it just lava?
Yeah, a
door?
little bit before the door. There's like a little, like maybe 3 foot,
How far is this hallway?
30 feet.
Wait a second.
Can I throw you 30 feet?
Hold on.
Wait.
I have a plus 15 to acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
If you throw me
Mm-hmm.
and I do some ninja
You want to do
rogue
like the
bullshit,
shimmy
like
across?
hop across.
Mm-hmm.
You want to basically like
I don't
Prince
want
of Persia
to.
run
I
across
might
the wall.
have to.
Well, I mean that's pretty fucking great.
If I fail, then you have to succeed.
Yeah,
and
the
vice
room's
versa.
too small for Mr. Marbles.
This hallway is too small for Mr.
Okay.
Marbles. The rooms themselves have been big enough for Mr. Marbles. These hallways. not
That's
so much.
no, I was just double checking.
You
I'd
can
really
use his
rather
siege powers later. but
not kill
I wanted to
Matt.
throw her again, but
But
I don't think he's gonna.
Worry
die.
not, Jeff. The boss arena will definitely be big enough for Mr. Marbles.
Because if you fail, you're only gonna take like 6 damage tops.
yeah. Okay. So I guess, do you really want to throw me?
Yes.
I will roll acrobatics after he throws me to.
Counteract my possible failure.
Okay.
and I'll be prepped.
Strength, acrobatics.
I'll be prepped with telekinesis to
16.
grab him in the air.
20 not nat.
Nice. And you have what?
I'm gonna be prepped to catch them when he falls towards the lava. If he falls towards the lava.
So for traps and shit, I'm gonna say you can't do that. Because that's the only way that I can punish people by falling into shit.
For fail.
I'm letting you use it in combat because it's fun, but to help actual solve puzzles, I need to make you stick to what the actual spell can do.
Telekinesis can
Yeah,
grab
it
somebody.
can't lift more than 30 pounds, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm pretty
right.
sure.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
double
you're right.
check and correct
Yeah,
me
no,
if I'm
no,
wrong.
you're right.
So,
I don't know what I was
we've
thinking.
been futzing it because we're having
'Cause
fun,
it's
but
fun,
I wanted
yeah.
to make this legit.
No,
now
you're
I'm
right.
sick of your fun.
No,
The fun
because
is wrong, Jeff.
it's vanilla when we like manipulate small items and stuff. That's what I was.
Yeah, that's
confused
fine,
for a
but
second.
not like
Yeah.
catch you.
No, you're right.
So Alex grabs you by the belt in the back of your neck and just like out the bar, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just throws you as you and you as you start falling, you catch on your hoof clip cloppers, start and you run right past the zombie. Your hand grazes the back of the zombie's head, and you land right at the end where the platform is. As the zombie's just standing there, slowly sinking into the
Right
lava
on.
as it's taking more and more damage because it's just standing
Catapult
there.
is what's small objects. Telekinesis, I can move up to a ton.
Really? Wow.
Really?
Yeah, a creature huge or smaller
Oh
object
fuck! Never mind.
up to 1,000 pounds. Yeah, no, we're thinking about catapult though.
Yeah. Okay. No, then absolutely. You can
I'm gonna
absolutely do
roll investigation on the door to see if it's trapped. Is that investigation or perception?
Whatever's higher.
that. Whatever's higher. Which one's higher?
Perception. I've got a +5 on that.
Really? Okay, then perception. Yeah.
Ooh.
17 plus 5, it's 22,
Two.
right?
You're checking the seams of the door. You check under it where like the metal's glowing a little bit.
There's a
higher.
live
You
grenade right
check the
over here.
hinges itself and the top. You check the tiles around it. It all looks pretty. It all looks pretty good. This one actually, and you grab it and just like, and it opens. However, from inside, you can hear something alive and angry. Just like, and it's not good sounding. Do you want to peek in, or do you want to like just wait for the gang?
Can I, like, not even put my whole head in, but literally just, like...
So you
Like-
slide over with your eye, and you hear like the
And it doesn't sound like infernal or anything?
Oh, it sounds infernal as fuck. What it sounds like to you is demonic, which is different.
Right,
You're
yeah.
used to devils. This shit sounds scary, and that's what demons sound like. They are fucking guttural and awful. And when you peek in, you can see two creatures kind of thrashing at each other. They are attached by chains to the middle of the floor, this big round room. Can't quite get a good look at them because they're kind of, but they are large, dog-like creatures, big like hunched backs and massive tails.
Can I take a running leap
I
to the platform?
close the door.
Okay, you
take a deep breath, turn back and look at the people. There's a fight in there, and it's not one that I'm very particularly wanting to do.
As soon as you start making noise, you hear the chains as it makes these like awful
Laughing
noises.
hyena.
What's in
They
there?
kind of sound like hyena noises. Just and it behind the door, and it's like again because it's demons. It like runs a chill down. Your
I know,
spine.
it's the
Like,
same man's
fuck.
tail. You can just see it goes like, wink! And like,
Yeah, not good.
No,
Not good.
no.
Can I try to take a running leap to the platform?
You can. I think you can only jump like 10 feet across or something. I don't remember what rules for jumping are, but go ahead and do athletics.
I'm gonna jump off the wall
Why
then.
don't you do, oh, you want to do acrobatics then?
Nat 20 plus 10. Courage, ladies and gentlemen. Courage.
So Alex goes, I can do this, and backs up, and just fucking
Pick
jumps
Ninja Warriors.
between essentially Ninja Warriors between the whole walls. Both of you are like, fuck him. As you get to the end, you grab the top of the zombie's head and just sort of like leapfrog over, and you're right next to Matt.
He's up to his waist right now.
As he's sinking slowly, not really sinking in the lava, but he's been taking
Oh, he
damage.
didn't come out?
What?
He didn't get out of the lava?
Do you want him to?
Oh, I thought he got out.
You said walk in the lava,
I
and that's it.
said walk across.
No,
Of course
then he
not,
steps
I
up
rolled
on the
that
other side.
24.
He's taking like, I don't know, 7.
I'm gonna do the same thing Alex just did.
Courage.
Roll,
No.
roll,
You want to get the zombies to baby carry us across?
Ooh, that
You can
would,
absolutely do that.
I would have been so
That's
much smarter.
ridiculous. All right.
We're gonna ride on their shoulders.
Yes.
So you each get a zombie. You climb their shoulders.
Well,
as
all
they...
of them are coming. I think that's smart if there's beasties in there.
Halfway across, I go chicken fight.
I will end you.
I'm just riding my zombie.
You both- so you guys get across on the heftier zombies, and you reach the other side. There's not enough room, so some of the zombies are just standing in the line.
So what's on the other side?
Demons.
Oh, seriously, what?
No, like literally not good. We don't fuck with it, demons.
Can I put my ear against the door?
Yeah, you hear the sounds that I described: chains rattling and the like, and the fucking fucked up sounding like laughter, sort of.
I want to open the door a little.
You open the door a little and you see 2 horrific.
I want to say
horrible-
hello in deep speech.
When you do, they both pull against the chains, almost snapping their own necks. Just and you see it again. It's kind of hard to see them. You got to really get in there to really take a look so I can describe it. But right now, you're just looking at
Or
2
we can leave.
gnashing horrible
I
teeth.
open the door. And
Alright,
I dominate
Wait,
monster.
hang on.
As you-
Does the door open this way or this way? Because if she
It
opens
opens
it
in.
okay, if she opens it out, we're all like, "Whoa, hold the fuck on!"
So Astride just goes past you, pushes it open as you're like, what? And here's what you see. The door opens to a large circular room with a ceiling that is only 1 foot above your heads, meaning no flying. The walls are smooth, and in the center of the room there are 2 large beasts on chains that go into the center of the floor. These 2 hideous creatures resemble huge hyenas, but they both look undead and demonic. A toxic yellowish green glow emanates from their eyes, mouths, and under the tattered, torn skin that stretched over their ribs. Their powerful jaws are pouring drool from between large, intimidating-looking teeth. As they watch you all intensely, they just keep like snapping and biting and like making their horrible noises. Like they want nothing more than to fucking eat your bones.
Or a belly rub.
They
Or a belly rub.
They have very large bony spikes running down their spines and up their massive tails that curl up and resemble huge scorpion tails.
Oh shit.
Huge bony spikes shoot out of the end that kind of ooze this horrible green poison. Behind these 2 creatures is a thick glass case containing a book and a scroll, both made of iron,
Knowledge.
both looking similar. That's the statue outside. There's a metal
Knowledge.
crank by the container. The creatures can't get to you, but the chain seems to be attached to the crank, which is attached to the glass container.
You think
What
if they
would normally be a dangerous and difficult puzzle, Astride walks in and boom, and let me pull up.
18, buddy.
They have to beat an 18.
Mm-hmm.
You think if they bite me, I'd turn into a
They
were-hyena
get a +2 to
scorpion?
their wisdom.
Creamy.
Too bad you rolled a
I
1.
rolled an 8. I rolled an 8, right?
Oh, 9, 10.
That's
Close.
that's 10
9, 10
too
is
little.
close. So,
Both of them.
Mav, you haven't seen this yet.
Astra, do you want to describe how this works? I usually...
Yeah, that's
Okay,
You
so
hear Rick
Astrid walks
Astley in the
in
background.
confidently with her staff, gets close to the creatures as they're like at the end of the chains, and you're like, "Fuck, those are demons!" Like, you know, she obviously doesn't know. Demons are worse than devils. They fucking just murder the piss fuck out of everything. And she slams her staff, this bony white staff, on the floor, and there's like a, and the two horrible. I don't think you would know what they are actually. These two horrible creatures. And they kind of calm down, and they just
sit.
and they both sit. Still awful and intense and kind of snarling, but
Now we can do the puzzle.
Headhunter, check out that bookshelf.
I'm gonna go up to the bookshelf and,
As you walk
try
in-
to keep some distance
as
away
you
from the
walk in,
hyenas.
they were told to sit, so they're sitting, but both of them are staring at you with their toxic yellow and greenish eyes. Just
You say they're glowing.
it's this whatever's inside of them. It's this this toxic greenish yellowish light. It's kind of dim, but it glows from in them.
From
Um,
under.
If you hold on, let me get a picture of them out for you.
From under.
This is
They
what you're
suffer from
looking at
ligma.
right now.
Oh, I
wait.
love it.
What are they called? Because I have to put them in my list of
Ligma.
Scorpinas.
They are called Shusuva. So
God bless
SHOO SUVA, all one word. Shusuva.
They are pretty awesome.
Yep.
I would
They
like to get a
are-
few for the tree.
They're demonic
We have
hyena
them.
Now you
monsters.
have 'em.
They are created by Yinogu, who is one of the demon princes. One of the high up demon lords.
Is that the slime one?
No, that is the one who is the Lord of Butchery and
Oh.
bloodshed and death. Very akin
And
to
great
Draxia,
stews.
essentially, but he just different. He's a massive hyena demon.
The slime one? Or this one?
No, this one.
Okay.
They're not. They have nothing to do with slime, Amanda. They're giant hyena
Ghouls.
monsters. But they are large, meaning that they're probably they're like direwolf size, like 9 feet fucking.
Mav
We're gonna
isn't
ride
getting
these
close
things
to
out.
any of that.
Yep.
The what?
Mav isn't getting close to any of that.
No,
He's
they're
staying
fucking
firmly outside.
They
the
are
door.
they are big enough to ride, and they look big enough to easily rip you in half, like by themselves, like
He's not
without
affected.
even tugging at you. Just one could probably.
I want to
hit
go
you.
over and scratch under one of them.
As you're as the drool sort of pouring on your hand, with your bleeding hole in your eye, just and your silver tongue whipping in your mouth, just having a great
They're
time.
just the most pleasant group of people ever assembled.
I want to take
Alex,
this
you've gotten
scroll
to
in
the other
book.
side still. As the one is getting its head scratched, the other one's head has cracked around and it's just looking at you
Mr. Owl.
snapping its own bones
Well,
I've
as you're
named
just
that one.
So you got to the crank. Do you start turning it?
mm-hmm.
All right. As you turn the crank, the chains start moving. The case starts to rise as the chains for their collars get longer and longer and longer. Essentially meaning that this room is gonna suck hard
Yeah,
ass
you could
if
say
you
that.
didn't, hit them. So the chains extend, but they sit. They are sitting, and the thing opens at the same time. While that opens, a slot in the middle of one of the walls opens, and there is a small sort of slot similar to the eye.
1 inch by 1 inch.
No, the eye hole that was in the statue, where something could click into there.
Hey, you. Never mind.
So you now
Wait,
have access
what?
to the book and the scroll. There is another hole similar to the eye hole in the statue that something would be able to click into.
Oh, where's the up button?
Can I
guys?
try to lockpick it?
Sure. Roll lockpick.
Is lockpicking isn't a skill, I don't think.
It is.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
17.
So you take out some thief tools.
You start seeing the Matrix.
There's nothing in there.
All right.
There's nothing in there for you to.
So I'm gonna take the scroll and the book back to the gang.
Okay.
What are their chains? Is it iron?
Big,
What?
heavy iron chains. Yeah.
Can you melt it? Do we have enough
To do what?
firepower to melt their chains?
She
Well, the
wants
chains
to take
didn't
them
come
with
off.
her.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, if I
That's
keep
something.
unscrewing it, does the chains eventually go limp?
You just want to keep going.
Yeah.
So it goes past it, and as you keep going, sure.
Okay.
I could say it gets to the
Same
end
as
where
well.
the case reaches the top, and you just
Again.
and it just
The roof starts to light.
The owner of the building is gonna be like, "What the fuck happened?"
These were puzzles not meant to be destroyed.
The chains just gravity
Like
like
puzzles.
and now they have like big long chains attached to their necks, but
You could wrap them around and just like tie them off.
That is
time
a
around
good
their-
idea.
time around their bodies
Fly.
is like fake
Fly with them in between you, like holding on
Like
by
a
the
chariot.
reins. Yeah.
So you take the chains, wrap them kind of around their neck, around their bodies,
Like armor.
around the tail a little bit, so they are Shusuva who are covered in big iron chains. Doesn't weigh them down at all. They don't seem bothered by it because they're fucking huge, and they just seem to be enjoying your presence as you do
Presents.
All right,
And they
I got
seem-
your stuff.
this. They seem pleased with
Let's go back
themselves.
across the
Good.
lava lake.
Fuck me. All right.
Can I ride on something this time?
Yeah, I think we all have enough zombies.
They're
And
big
the
enough to
hyenas
carry
And
can just
hyenas.
walk.
the zombies
So
at
you
this
all
point.
go across
Mav
the.
stays. He stays with the zombie because if that thing ends up cursing y'all again because you're being stupid and putting stuff in there,
Oh,
he's
so you
not about
stay.
it.
You stay over
No,
there.
I'm gonna wait right over here. Y'all can go right on over.
So you guys, now with these two massive Shusuva, are you riding one?
Yep.
All right, they just walk
Can I
through the
ride the
fucking
other?
lava. They don't give a fuck, but
They're,
they
they're
do.
like dire wolves if you want to hop on too.
They do each take.
They're dead.
Aww.
One takes 6, and the other takes 4. Let me see what they're immune to. Hold
Yeah, I
on.
have to add them to my thing.
You don't have their stats up right now?
Not right now. I didn't
Give me
make them.
2 seconds. Let me see what they're resistant.
I
Fuck
am
me, they're
going
resistant to
because
a
I
lot,
named
bro.
one of them
They're not resistant to this.
to
So-
lava.
Yep.
Okay.
So one takes 6 and the other takes 4. No, lava isn't a different thing. One takes 6 and one takes 4.
Shoot.
They're immune to fire damage, but this isn't really doing fire damage, technically.
What does the scroll say?
All right, one takes.
Scroll
6,
doesn't
one
say
takes
anything. The
4.
book doesn't say anything. They are simply iron
Object,
objects. Exactly.
6.
Man, fuck that. I'm not gonna be fucking cursed again.
And this one's name is. Oh, it didn't take.
You gonna name them?
Well, one of them's named Mr. Owl because it snapped its neck all the way around. Shoot.
I thought you were gonna name them after the two.
Scroll and book.
The two monsters from The Little Mermaid.
Oh,
Flotsam
Flotsam and Jetsam.
yeah.
Flotsam and Jetsam, because there's 2 of them and they're always like awful.
What's the?
Oh, the Canolith does not like them, by the way.
Oh, I
The
don't like
Canolith
them either.
fucking hates them.
Me and
Yeah.
Canolith are same
Is the
fucking
Canolith
page.
with you the whole time?
I don't think he would have gone over the lava because I don't think he would have been.
Alright,
able
he's
to.
just
What's the
waiting in the
candle?
chamber.
Oh, the dog.
The big horrible leech dogs.
I forgot
I
that.
imagine it's literally like me, lava, Canolith, and then all the rest of them are just like. Ugh.
With the huge tongue on the floor, just
You should name them after the hyenas from The Lion King.
Yeah.
Shenzi.
do you want to name him after the lion? Not the lion.
Uh,
So you named one Mr. Owl, what's the other one's
Yep.
name?
I don't know yet. We'll see what it does
All right.
in the future. Oh, no problem. They just know abyssal, null, and telepathy. That's not a language. Why is that in their languages?
they can communicate.
They can
telepathically.
communicate telepathically.
Oh.
Naturally.
Oh.
Not because of your power. They can just already do that. Most of the demons and devils have telepathy. Except you because you're a tiefling.
I'm mortal.
You
It's okay.
suck.
I suck.
Your
I
mom
have-
has telepathy though,
But
which
I-
also sucks.
I have telepathy.
I know what you're doing up there. Ugh.
Wait, I have telepathy with them.
Yes.
Do I understand what they say because of my tongue?
Yes, you do. So, do you want to listen to that?
Yeah. What are they saying?
So while you ride the Tutusuba, what you hear is meat, kill it, whip its bones, tear its flesh, die, as they just, it's nothing but horrid, disgusting murder thoughts. Hungry, I'm hungry, yes, hunger. Eat this one, eat that one, I wish I could eat it, mother doesn't wish it. And that's what they're saying.
Mother. You. Ah.
You now became their mother. And they are looking to your companions and the zombies and wishing to eat it. They're smelling their flesh. They are describing like how they would tear the flesh from their bones. You know what I mean?
Nice
Alright.
people.
So yeah.
Thanks.
When we get across after whatever he's gonna do, I'll let them eat a couple of the zombies.
Okay. So you guys get to the other room. Alex, you have the 2 iron things. Did you just like slosh across the?
I was on the back of the one hyena.
Okay, just carrying the thing. So you guys get to the end, and when you get to the end, what do you do to allow them to eat one of the zombies? How do you tell them?
Well, I want him to do whatever he's gonna do first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to hide behind the doorway.
I want to put the book on his open hand.
What were the two items? A book
A scroll and a book.
You know how well I went last time.
All right. So you want to put what where?
The book on the open hand.
On his left hand.
Mm-hmm.
You place the book on the left hand.
I don't
And
regret
then-
it. I know this is exactly what I want.
And there is a locking mechanism. And you did it. You son of a bitch. I was so excited for you to put the scroll
What
there.
would have the scroll
I had
done?
so much.
What?
I
I
imagine.
had hold on. Scroll in left hand.
We get blessed.
Oh, we guessed the sword.
Disadvantage on all saving throws and ability checks for your highest ability. Scroll in right hand activates blindness until I say that you're not blind.
Oh Christ!
Fuck! I would have been so happy.
I
Remember,
imagine knowledge. Yeah.
Knowledge cannot be discarded. Scrolls disintegrate after using
Yeah.
it.
I
That's how it
didn't know
works.
that. Good thing I thought.
So as you put it there, it works, and you're like, I always knew, and you're just sweating, just fucking called it.
There wasn't a doubt in my mind.
Is it hot in here?
Y'all done in there?
And
Done?
what was your
Sick.
explanation for the other hand?
No one said
What do you
anything to
mean?
Mav.
The spear in the other hand.
So
So
this-
the sword.
Well, the sword wasn't supposed to go in the right hand or the left hand. Neither was the neither was a scroll.
That's
There were
right.
fake ones.
Yeah, but
They were put there
what
to make you
made
guys-
what made the spear supposed to go in the hand instead of the sword?
As you look upon your fellows, devils always look down on their peers. This is a horned devil. They never treat anybody with respect. As you look upon your fellows, we must claim our weapons and reach farther than them all.
Like
What's
a
longer,
spear.
a spear or a sword?
Mhm.
That's essentially what I was doing.
All right.
But yeah. But you guys still got hurt a lot, and I'm happy about that. So,
Do y'all let me know that
We're
you're
gonna
done?
one-shot.
Yes.
there is a heavy grinding noise as the large metal doors begin to open. Fuck you. I really thought you guys were going to be blind for this. Damn it.
Oh, why?
Smoke
wrong
is-
with you?
Smoke is slowly spilling out of these rooms.
I close my
Completely-
eyes.
It is completely filled, whatever room you're in. It doesn't matter, you're going to be blind in there anyway because there's smoke. But the smoke just billows out onto the ground. But it would have been funnier if the doors open. You guys, okay, here we go. Did we do it?
So,
the
would
doors
that
open.
We're
blindness-
crawling
sorry.
into the mouth of a giant.
Would that blindness have been curable from
It would have gone
spells?
away
Until
eventually,
he
but
says so.
But just enough for me to have a lot of fun with it.
Gotcha.
But it's gone now. So the Mav, it is good. Do you hop on the back of that zombie?
I hop on the
And-
back of the
and
zombie.
giddy him up.
Yeah.
All right, you hop on the back of the zombie, and he doesn't move until Astride says he moves.
Hello?
I tell him to come
Just
over.
in this long. Does he walk?
Yeah.
All right. He gets to the end with Mav
He
on his
moonwalks
back.
in the middle though.
He's
first.
been kind of damaged by the.
That's okay. He'll be one of the ones to go.
All right. Do you let them begin to eat him?
As soon as you're safe and out of the way, then yeah.
All right, so as you kind of climb off, they're sitting there just and just kind of like giggling and looking around and hungry. They want to eat. What do you do? How many zombies do you feed them?
4. They each get 2.
Okay. And what is your command for them to go and eat?
Eat.
You separate the 4 zombies. They're staring at them, just the like drool pouring out of their mouths.
I just snap. But like I give them
They are on it, and the way that they hunt, they instinctively jump onto. They each get 2. You said
Yeah. Each
that's
get
how many things they can attack at once. One jumps onto one of the zombies' throats,
Really?
which is where they like to go. Yep, and the tail slams into another one of the zombies' chests. The other one guts the one zombie by sort of the jaw, and the tail slams into one of the zombies' eye. Just goes like into the back of his head as they bring them down and start tearing them to pieces.
So-
these things, by watching them hunt, you guys were like, yeah, that would have sucked hard ass if they both got loose at the same time.
They have something called Rampage. When it
Yes.
reduces a creature's hit points to 0 with a melee attack, it can take a bonus action and move and make a bite.
Yes.
Do they snap at each other or anything like that, or are they calm
No,
and...
because you gave them
Okay.
each the same amount of food, they're concentrating on their
Okay,
food.
okay.
If you made one, they would start like fighting each other
Okay.
for it. But they are tearing the shit apart. Yeah, they can continue murdering.
Av's not okay with any of this.
So you're just sitting there and petting your Canolith, who's like does not like them because they're demons. And watching demons eat is like, boy, you don't think you've probably ever seen demons do stuff,
Yeah.
but they're fucking bad.
Yeah, no.
So, but obviously sometimes devils will keep them as not pets, but as traps, things like that. So this big chamber is now in front of you, thick with smoke.
Let's proceed onward.
Can any evolve, like, make a twister or something?
Gust.
Gust. Alright, so here's Gust. What are the rules of Gust? Fuck.
Oh, it's a cantrip too, so it's like not even doesn't even
affect him.
anything
Look,
from
who
it.
gives a fuck, right?
You seize the air and compel it to create one of the following. Blah blah blah.
Gust.
Small blast of air, moving object, not carried. Sensory air effect. Breeze or whatever. I can move medium creatures, but if it's just smoke, I think it's
Does it have a distance limit?
30 feet.
5 feet.
30 feet?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the range.
Sorry, I had to set this up.
You're fine.
Very good.
You're not.
Don't abandon game me!
Bye.
Stop it, please.
Hot dog man.
The hot dog man.
The hot dog man and hot dog boy, here I come.
That's an old one.
Ancient meme.
Alright, good enough. You guys get the point. It moves to the left.
Oh, but,
Okay.
But there's a
Stop
crack
it,
here. Is
you.
that a doorway?
You stop it. So, you are all here in the entrance. Every foot counts. Esther, you begin to...
Red Sea the Gust.
30. This is now available to you. What you see is right as it kind of like... Did it say an area of how much? Just says 30. Or is it 30 feet around?
Actually, the range is 30 feet. I think I can only push 10 feet away from me, though. So there's like
Okay.
a 10-foot bubble around us.
Alright, so as you guys make your move, you can just start walking into the room. And as you do, you reach what appears to be some kind of bottle on the floor with its cork open, and it's just spewing out black
Genie.
smoke. No, it's like almost like a big perfume bottle or something, but it's spewing out black smoke perpetually.
Can I cap it?
Yeah. Again, not giving a fuck. He just reaches down, picks it
Courage.
up as it
Courage.
just
Put it in your bag of holding.
and the
I am.
smoke. Just as you kind of clasp it, you hear,
Now!
and in front of you,
Oh.
there you see, and there's a big like green belly that you're looking at about here,
What you doing in my
and
soul?
you look up and you see like two green glowing eyes, and
I want to put the bottle in my bag.
as you look upon this creature who is very pissed and looking at you, you just go
This
And then
must
put
be a
this-
sauna.
and then you put this thing into your bag, and this large creature who looks
In
hey,
love.
stop it,
It's Shrek.
who looks like this.
Oh, well, in that
How tall is
case,
I believe they're large, so he's about 9 feet tall.
Great.
Just
3 feet tall.
and he is covered in armor.
He's only like 3
I am
feet
going
taller
to
than me.
use this guy because he is covered in thick armor as he just and takes a swing at you. He looks like he's like fucking losing it.
oh,
Like he's.
I want
like
to jump
freaking
out of the way.
The what? Well, we'll see.
We've also got disadvantage on every attack.
Why would you
He
remind me of
does.
that?
He did also
I'm
just
reminding
get
you
a.
of that.
He just got a natural 20 on his attack, so he's gonna hit you. But he doesn't fucking do a lot because this game likes to. Oh no, he does do a lot. 2 12s? What the hell's a D12? Jeff, what's a D12?
The one with the 12 on it.
Stop it. Don't be like this.
If I help you, do you
This one.
reduce it?
Soccer ball.
Soccer ball, got it.
That's a good way of putting it.
Well, we'll see. I'll see what kind of damage it does. He does 11. He does 12.
Slashing damage. as this thing goes in front of you,
How much
Put
you
the-
said? 12.
12 slashing damage. As you put the bottle on, he just goes boom and like slam your arm, and you're like, ow, fuck. And it has begun.
I
So,
want to whip out the rad mugger
Do we
and
wanna-
fucking blow my
well, we're
load
gonna
all
go
over
around
his
the
ass.
room. We're gonna go around the room. So he's gonna go first.
Um,
Oh, I'm sorry. It also gets to attack again. 17 plus 9. Does that hit, Alex?
No,
Hey, Alex,
Can't
does
even
that
use
hit?
sneak attack.
I'm wearing my Juggernaut outfit.
He does 7 slashing damage. As his clay slams you with the axe and slashes you with the claw. And you're just like, fuck!
That's so shitty. I can't use sneak attack while we've got this disadvantage thing at all.
No, because if you're hidden,
No.
you're still at advantage.
If you
it
have-
would just be, it wouldn't be at advantage.
It would just be
an
straight.
attack.
So you'd be straight.
You could still probably sneak attack him, though.
No.
That'd
If
be
you
a-
have advantage on an attack roll, or, and these are all added
if you're
together,
hidden.
another enemy of the target is within 5 feet. Doesn't matter if I'm hidden because that gives advantage. There's no advantage. Because I have
You're
disadvantage
straight.
Sucks.
on
You're just
everything.
straight fighting now.
I'm straight fucked. The
Bring up
enemy
that
isn't
acid
incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage if you actually.
Jeff,
have
Just get
disadvantage.
behind him, keep stabbing him in the back.
Yeah.
Esther, your turn.
does speaking count as an action or is that a free
Alex,
action?
Alex is the one right up
It's
his
a free
butt.
action.
Speaking?
Yeah.
It's free. It's free action. What do you want to do?
Hi.
Yell wait in deep speech. That's all I got.
Okay.
All right, I
his
wanna-
big wings. He has massive wings that unfurl behind him. Big green. He's like a big ugly green.
All
fucking
right, then I want to
devil.
summon Mr. Marbles and cast Immolation on
Actually, he's not
big
a devil.
guy.
All right, cast immolation on him, you big mean man.
All right. It's going to be Dex 17.
Okay.
I have telepathy with my little dog.
All right, so it's going to take
Ooh.
8d6, I think. Yeah, and then it's burned
Want me to roll
at the
it?
end of every turn.
Want me to roll the d6?
No, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and tell me how much you get.
Oh, you got the same thing up.
All right, he's going to
And
take 35 damage, and now he's on fire.
Like, whatever.
And he's also illuminating the room now in 30 feet.
Nice.
Is this fire damage?
Yes.
He takes half as much.
All right, he's still on fire.
So. Half as much of 35
This is gonna be my
would be,
new
what would
character.
we say that is? 18?
It's like a blanket.
Yeah.
Kind
I
of.
can't think of it. Okay. Alright, and he is on fire. So now this big blaze, he just boom, and you see like sort of a tornado of fire rip around him, and he just kind of and like spreads his wings to get it away from him, but the fire is still ripping at his skin. What do you do?
Want candy?
Where are you all standing, by the way?
Want
I
candy?
was gonna say, I would imagine we all just came in as a circle, right? So I'm gonna move over to his side.
His back.
Side.
Bootleg Pikachu.
It's not bootleg. I'm going to activate the acid on the acid biter and attack with that, and then I'll have my canolith attack.
Okay. And how much does that do? I want you to first try to hit him.
Right. I've got to roll 2d20s to take the lower, right? For disadvantage?
Yep.
Something like
Every
that.
attack.
And then plus attack would be, I forget this every single time. Was it the proficiency bonus to attack? Or is it just
Yeah.
whatever?
DC.
It's
Whatever-
plus
whatever
it
weapon
should
you
say it
use.
on the weapon. It should say
Or
like
on the
plus
weapon.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
plus before
Yeah.
the dice
that
roll.
would be, so that's 26. Or 17.
Which one?
17.
17 's the
17
lower.
because you take the lower one.
Yes.
Just miss. As you it goes off the armor and he just and like roars and you're like fuck as he's just screaming.
And
Astride.
then, actually,
Oh,
could I have my
yes.
canolith attack as well?
Yes, you can. What does your canolith do to him?
Does
Opens up
he
a
have a
cantaloupe.
disadvantage?
Cantaloupe.
No, he's not cursed.
No, he's not intelligent.
Oh.
There's 2 ways to go about that. Okay.
Only
So he can
intelligent
make
creatures.
2 attacks.
So do I not get disadvantage?
Alex isn't cursed.
Go on.
I'm strong.
He's gonna bite and attack with his claws. I have under it says hit and then a number. Is that
That's to hit, so you add that to whatever your d20 is. So
Really?
roll a d20, and
Are
then
you sure?
what does he get to hit?
on his bite? It says hit 25, and on claws it says hit.
No,
15.
that's the average damage.
Oh, you sure
It
about
should
that?
That's what I'm
say
saying.
it should say plus number
Plus.
to hit.
Got it.
Yeah. Yep. Jesus, on his natural thing he does 25. That's
9 plus 7 is
16.
16 with his bite, so that would
And
miss.
what kind of damage is that?
But it would miss because if
Dog
my
damage.
17 didn't hit him, then his 16 isn't going to hit him.
Oh, we rolled a 16?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, he bites into the armor and it just.
10 plus 7, 17 again, so it doesn't do anything.
Yep, he's got thick armor. He's just like. slapping
bypasses
this thing
armor?
off. Astride,
Magic.
Yeah, we're
A
ready for
bullet?
my turn.
I am ready for your turn.
So I'm gonna.
I hope you're ready though, because something goes before you. You hear these little, and it almost sounds like small motors. And you're like, the fuck? But it's hard because the smoke is everywhere. Like it's hard to even.
Not anymore. He took the smoke.
Yeah, but there's still some in the room.
Oh, it's
I think.
still in the room. It's gonna take a while, and I want you to roll a strength saving throw.
Huh.
All right. Is there disadvantage or no?
No, because
No.
you guys didn't get
The
that.
the
far.
scroll, I did it right.
and you're not
Thank you.
blind. And
Thank you very much.
6.
6. So as you're standing there and you're kind of like sort of backing up, petting your new awesome pets, 2 shitty little creatures, looking similar to the finks that you rode in with,
Jesus.
but these are finklings riding small little tiny motorcycles, come. And they're sort of zigzagging as you're like, what? And you kind of turn to see them. And one ramps off of the other one, like the one bent down, and he goes, which is kind of toward his back, and he's like, with his eyes bugging out. And the one revs up, grabs your staff, and rips it from your hand. As you just, and the other one grabs the other end of the staff as they both do little wheelies and disappear into the smoke, which is now slowly dissipating thanks to Alex, so you can kind of tell where they are going, but it is too obscure to really target them. Their speed is 120
Oh my god.
per turn. It's the same stats as a quickling, so I basically made quicklings, but I flavored them. And so they are now, from here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40... 45,
And they're
50,
gone.
55, 60,
There
65,
goes
70,
Steph.
75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, and they are
They're gone.
through and around
Staff is gone.
with your staff. As you are petting the
No, I'm
Shisuba.
telling my boys to go fetch.
Okay. I was going to say, they are still under your control, and you do still have connection to everything. And fetch. What is their speed?
40.
40? Okay.
I
They're
believe.
going to do their best. But your 2 boys,
Holy God.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
I do love them.
As they just... as
But
they're
they'll
making
be
a
able
horrible...
to follow them.
The what? Yeah, and they're through the smoke just going. So, now it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna finger of death this guy.
Okay. What's that do?
It does 7d8 plus 30.
All right,
30?
You're definitely not fuking around. Is this an
I'm
attack? Is this a spell, a ranged
Nope.
spell attack?
It just does.
Okay. I've been sleeping on the couch tonight.
You can make an 18 constitution saving throw, though.
Oh, good. That's his highest thing.
For half.
Do you need some more d8s?
No.
Got an 8. Got me an 8. He's got a lot of health. I'm not worried about it. Whatever, right, guys? What kind of damage does this do? Necrotic?
Love.
Yes,
Fuck. Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it does necrotic. I'm pretty sure. Ooh, my stomach. That was actually not
That was
a
the
fart.
Wendy's.
No, that wasn't even a fart. That was just my stomach grinding.
Beyond EMH is brought to you by.
We're all dying.
Take 68 damage.
Jesus. All right. That's a lot of damage, man.
Yeah,
What
well,
did he
Finger
ever-
of death.
What did he ever do to you?
Finger bang of death.
Indirectly
as you-
responsible
as
for
you-
taking your staff.
As
Yeah.
you look, you send your dogs and just
like looking down that way, you just you're not even looking at him and just blasting as Alex as you're kind of winding up with him.
Hold on, wait,
Jesus,
wait.
and it goes right over your head.
Who's
Hits me in the back of the
Jesus?
head, I'm dead.
and blasts into him, and as he just
Does it weaken his armor?
you still have about like 12 zombies ready to roll.
Go.
Oh yeah, and a
Staking.
gazer. Yeah.
Fuck, I don't have the zombies out.
Oh no.
Oh no, bad DM, bad DM, bad game.
Stop it, I'm a good boy. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do.
What?
We're running long in the tooth. Are you sicking your 12 zombies on him?
Yes.
Okie dokie. So, Alex, you jump, you get out of the way as you hear as these. Yes.
Two died, minus 4.
Mhm.
So I don't have 12 zombies. I have like 9,
8 or 10.
Yeah.
I don't know how many we started.
Thought we started with 15.
Yeah.
All right. Here's 9.
Those are dice. Those are not zombies.
And they begin to swarm the shit
Pikachu,
out
no.
of him. Alex, you back up, and I'm going to say that with 9
Why did I get knocked down?
grown zombies jumping on him, I doubt he's going to be able to keep attacking, and they bring him down to the ground.
Yeah.
Now, how much damage do they all do? How much damage does one
Like
zombie
their
bite
max?
do?
Hang on.
Yeah, what's
are
their-
they normal zombies?
Are they normal zombies? I think they are, from what I remember. These are the ones you put in the...
These are from like the tree day.
I think there was even a direwolf in there, but I'm just going to
There
say
were
X
two
net of that.
direwolves.
Let's just say it's zombies. So,
Oh.
Hang on, let me pull up a zombie.
I gotta find Shisuva minis.
Mm.
I don't know where to find those though. I don't know where to make them.
Shisuva.com.
We have to find old little minifigs from like the Lion King original movie.
And put scorpion tails on them.
Yeah.
yeah!
Think about it.
They do. I don't understand their thing. It says +3 to hit, and then on a hit, do you want just the general?
General.
4.
Okay. So 4 times 12. How much is that? 4 times 9.
48.
48?
Is he dead?
How do you want to do this?
I just
Tear out his throat and let's
yeah,
move
just
on.
fucking.
You just walk past him
Yeah.
as he's like he's like punching one of the zombies, like heads come off, but the zombie still digs into his arm and he's like one of the zombies just holds onto his like axe, just being too heavy for him to lift it, and the other ones start clawing at his eyes, at his ears, they start pulling at his horns and just digging at his throat, and they pry open the armor and start digging underneath it into his fat stomach, and he's like and he's just fucking gushing blood, and is like as they just start eating him from
Yeah.
while he's still
Can-
alive.
Can I have Can I tell them to turn around, however far they manage to get, or stop? Now that
The dogs?
Yeah, now that he's
Yes.
gone. Okay.
They stop.
All right.
And he is dead. The chamber begins to lessen with the smoke as it starts to dissipate. You see there is nothing else in this room. It was simply this big berserking creature, a ever-smoking bottle, which is now what you have. That's an actual item in D&D. So you can add that to your inventory
it.
yourself. Ever-smoking bottle. And these little creatures that you can see the tire marks now as they went down here and to the left. You can still hear their engine.
Skid marks.
Any loot on him?
Loot? Nothing that you can really use. He has this big fucking battle axe if you want that, but it's kind of unwieldy and not
I'll
really
put it
your
in my
thing.
bag. if it fits.
Okay, you take his big battle axe as the zombies feast and put it into your bag.
Check yourself before you Shrek yourself. And we walk past him.
See, just for you. You say it just quiet enough for you to hear. Yeah. So this thing is dead. You look at this creature, Mav. You know that this is the same kind of creature that is her right-hand man.
Okay.
Yeah. Now this is not him.
Right.
This is not him. But this is like it is a Yugoloth. It is a kind of Yugoloth.
It's a type of Shrek
Called a
native to
Nikoloth.
this.
Yeah, a Nikoloth is what they're called. A Nikoloth.
Oh, in Russia.
Nikolai
So
Jackal, head
the
of
creature is
KGB.
dead. Do you make your way down the hallway? I know it's 7. We're gonna be done soon,
Please.
but I want to find a good place to stop.
Yeah, let's do it. Right?
Let's go. I'll see why
I'm
not.
with you.
So, are we hauling ass down that
We're
hauling?
hauling ass down that hallway.
Can I fly?
I paid
Is the
these
room big
things
enough to
to
fly?
steal
Sure, you want to. Your fly is faster than anybody else's.
I want to just maintain with the group that would go.
Ooh,
Okay.
my fly.
So you start making your way down this hallway.
We're Avengers assembling in Age of Ultron.
As
right
you do, who's in front? Who's going first?
now. I want the dogs to lead the way, I guess. The hyenas.
Sure, I'm on the back of one of them.
All right, let's say you're with the one in front, and as you guys haul ass, you can see the tire tracks. The hallway is now rounded, and you can see that they like, and the tire tracks sort of go up the walls. They can climb walls with their bikes. And as you continue forward, you slam smack dab right into a gelatinous cube. Not a whole lot of health, but it is enough to slow you down, as you can hear their motors fading.
Do we
You
fight it?
might not get this back.
You can kill it if you want. It has like I think like 20 health or something.
Kill it.
I'm gonna
You
blast
can
it
always
with my
try to
shotgun.
dominate. Guess you can't dominate it. Guess you just gotta kill it. So you very easily with your hyenas tear this gelatinous cube to pieces. The hyenas.
I see
Yeah,
that?
you
Yes,
shouldn't have
sure.
even put it down.
With the acidic gelatinous cube kind of sizzling
You
in
can
their
put-
mouth.
I
you can
just
put
keep
people in
going.
it.
I
They don't
fucking
care. Yeah,
That's
as
so
they
clever.
eat their way through it, are you like slashing through it yourself? So even Astride is ripping through this thing. You don't have any other weapons besides your hands, do you?
Tieflings have
I
an
have
unarmed
the-
strike though.
Everybody.
Do you? Yeah, everybody has.
I don't have hands.
I have the.
Isn't that cool? It has something else that
I'm
goes
about
in
to
it.
fight too, but I see Astra just
You can put characters
tear
inside
the.
of it.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Because that's
$50.
Put it over
But
like
you are
Pikachu.
ripping it to what?
Put it over Pikachu. I just want to see him in there.
You're horrible to my
Oh,
Pikachu.
Look at him.
Why are you so mean to
He
him?
loves it.
So you start ripping through this thing. Eventually, you tear through it. You continue down. Bum, 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 bum.
To Paradise City.
As you follow this hallway, riding the dogs who are hauling ass, I assume, riding the hyenas. And as you do, you're just fucking one eye is just focused. You follow the tracks, they're following it, and eventually it leads you to a very large chamber. I can't because we're done.
Where is it? If it's so large.
A massive chamber, empty, with nothing but a huge iron box in the center of it. And on the top of this iron box is the Underboss, holding the staff of Eldritch Thrall in her hand. You see the two little bikes
This is
kind
gonna
of
be great.
circling around, and she waves her hand, and they go further into the room, into the darkness. And she stands there with the staff. Well, isn't this one hell of a situation?
I
It appears
just
the
fucking
tables
attack
have
her.
turned.
I just attack her. I can't pronounce it because fuck
Okay,
this words.
look, but we're not going to do the fight today.
I attack
unless
her.
you guys want to do the fight today.
We don't have to.
Okay.
But starting off, I don't even let her get a word out. I attack her.
What's the move?
I can't pronounce it.
Is it synaptic?
Yes.
Static. Synaptic static, yeah.
Synaptic static. So she goes, well. She motherfucker. And
I want her head to explode.
We can still do another half hour if you guys want to.
how are you guys doing? Don't you have to get to your baby? We'll definitely finish this in a half an
Yeah,
hour.
we don't
Half
need
an
to
hour,
if you don't.
we can do that.
Yeah, I don't want to. We don't have to.
We can
just do
start here next.
Yeah, this is a-
session.
this is
no
a good
problem.
topic.
Because I'm just going to follow up with what you're doing, so
It's okay.
we'll start save it for next time.
Okay,
Save it.
Yeah.
so as you
Cliffhanger.
scared
I'm just
her,
saying I attack.
bam, you're slamming it. Remember that move.
Mhm.
We are gonna start off with that next time. I will set up the boss arena, and we will have a legit, real boss fight.
And I'll tell you why I'm attacking because she cannot get a second to use that staff.
Yeah.
So
No, I agree.
she needs to go.
All right.
Does she know how to use
All
this
right,
guy?
gang.
Yes.
Well, then we will pick up next time with the battle with the Underboss, and
I'm going to ruin her fucking life.
I might make her.
it is her
my
fault,
lady.
right? Isn't she
I'm
terrible
going
for doing
to
that to
destroy
you?
this woman.
She's the worst. Her, definitely not me. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just the DM. So yeah, that was good, guys. You made it through my
Sit
dang.
down.
You made it.
Cliffhanger.
You made it through my. You made it through
It's
my.
always just very good job, guys. You just see your elbows.
You made it through my dang.
Were you going to take it no matter what, or was that based on my shit roll?
If you miraculously were able to hold that thing with the D20, I was going to allow you to hold it. But
they're gonna keep going.
It seemed like those
Well,
two.
not even a D20. If you were higher than that, but I know for a fact that you get like a -1 to your fucking strength. So if you had gotten maybe I would say like a 15 or higher, or maybe a 16 or higher, you would have been able to hold it.
It's like
So
those
he would have been able to
creatures
hold it. No problem.
were designed just to screw you over.
Yeah, it's almost like that room was specifically made to steal that staff.
We'll get it.
And all of these rooms leading up to here were made to soften you guys up before you got in.
We'll
here.
get it.
Disadvantage
and kill
on
her.
all attacks.
Whatever
No.
comes
I don't want
first.
to kill her.
Oh,
torture
She's
her.
going in a very similar pit to Mr. Larry Locomotive.
he can. She can have a room next to Larry.
They can talk to each other.
All right, guys. Well, we will do this next time.
Cliffhanger.
It was.
We will. Yeah.
Until next time.
I feel blue balled.
Why? Because you didn't get to fight the boss fight.
Yeah.
Next
we will
time.
next time, and we'll do it. We'll do it legit.
Yeah,
Why?
you better kill her.
These creatures are gonna have.
I'm gonna take a long rest while we're waiting.
You should take a nap.